Hi, Internet. We're trying something different. It's just me and Sean today. You can see on the screen. We're going to be playing the Blood Hunter. This is a 2-hour adventure, at least in theory, optimized for a 5th level Blood Hunter. The reason why I wanted to do this is I read through it. I did a review of this. It's on the channel. There'll be a link in the description. You can check it out. But I thought it was very well done. And I have a note here from Anthony Joyce. Greeting, friends. I hope you enjoy this one-of-a-kind adventure designed entirely around Matthew Mercer's Blood Hunter class. This adventure is an experiment in one-on-one adventure design that focuses on maximizing the player's immersion as they play their character. Every design choice I made in this adventure builds around the Blood Hunter class features. This allows every moment of the adventure to showcase the character and their awesome abilities. I hope you enjoy the Blood Hunter and ask you to consider using hashtag the Blood Hunter on social media to tell others about your own adventure experience with this product and to share your artwork of your Blood Hunter with the infant. Until next time, huzzah. More on that later. So, up front, it is 4 parts, 4 chapters is the total adventure, okay? You, as the background here, I thought this was another reason why I wanted you to do it. You have been contracted, you have accepted a 100 gold piece bounty from Harbin Wester of Phandalin.
That piece of shit!
Yep. To hunt down and kill a werewolf.
Oh.
That has slaughtered 2 teenagers.
Oh, fuck that guy.
So, that is where our adventure shall begin. Chapter 1. Another day, another kill. Let's play our music that's copyrighted, so we're going to play it low and talk over it.
Cool.
That works out well.
I would like to start by saying that before I left on my rest, I activated my Blood Maledict. Nope.
Something?
No, I was wrong. Crimson Right! I'm going to activate my Crimson Right of the Dawn.
So that's...
Radiant.
Radiant, got it. Okay. Say this a little low. Okay, so you are a blood hunter, feared by even the most vile monstrosities throughout Faerun. Commoners shut their windows and lock their doors as you approach, and small children cry at the sight of your unnatural demeanor. Such is the burden of a life as a blood hunter. Yesterday, you accepted a 100 gold piece contract from this says Wester Harbin, so it's backwards. Harbin Wester, the town master of Phandalin, a small mining town southeast of Neverwinter. The contract is simple. Hunt down the werewolf that slaughtered 2 teenagers during the last full moon, and return to Phandalin with the werewolf's head. Over the past day, you've tracked down the werewolf and now stand where its tracks end, in front of a small rustic cottage. As the sun begins to set, the sky turns blood red, and a full moon slowly takes its place in the heavens. Time is of the essence. Before we start, why don't you tell us a little bit about your Blood Hunter character, what you chose, and who you are.
All right. My character is named Scott Broski. Also, it's spelled Broski, so he also goes by Broski. He is a long-tooth shifter, so those are the kind that get an extra little bite attack, and he's a very rare descendant of the were-badgers. So because honey badger don't give a fuck. Before he became a blood hunter, he was a roadie carrying around the bongos for a famous adventurer named Chongo, until Chongo one day mysteriously disappeared. So left holding the bongos, metaphorically, Scott went off on his own to try and find a life, defeating evil, and perhaps one day being reunited with his bandmate, Chongo.
Okay, so a couple of things as you have approached this cottage. I'll get our music a little bit higher. Cottage, you can see from the outside, is L-shaped. It has a front and back door and no windows. Next to the cottage is a small farming plot. The front door to the cottage is ajar. Smoke from a wood-burning stove emanates from the opening, carrying the delicious smell of fresh stew. What would you like to do?
I would like to... are there any... You said it's L-shaped?
Yeah.
The door's ajar. Are there any windows that I can see?
When I said there was front door, back door, and no windows?
Yes,
that meant
yes.
There was no windows.
There was no windows. All right. I'm going to go around back, see if I see anything in the back of the house.
Okay. Are you looking for anything in particular?
I'm people.
Okay.
Looking to see if there's anyone back here.
You don't see anyone back here specifically.
All right, cool. In that case, I am going to go back to the front and try and peer in the window.
Make me a perception check.
It's okay.
Natural 1.
Natural 1, starting off the game right.
All right. Do you have dark vision?
I do.
Okay. So looking inside, you can see there's that fire, the smoke coming out. You can see shadows of something is clearly obscuring where like the main source of light is.
Okay.
So they're backlit.
Okay.
So you just see that there's something moving. Doesn't seem to notice you, doesn't seem to be malicious necessarily, but is in front of the fireplace. And again, you can smell stew.
All right. So since the sun's setting, moon's rising.
Yes.
I would like to make a check to know if werewolves would have turned at this point in the eve.
Okay.
So if I'm looking for a werewolf or a human.
Okay, sure.
Okay. So I get advantage because of my Hunter's Bane.
Yes.
So that's better. So is this just like a straight intelligence check?
Sure.
So that makes it a 17.
Okay. So potentially you would know as a blood hunter and someone this is what you do, that these creatures, it depends, right? Certain ones, and you've studied, and that's part of your whole shtick, depending on what type and how they've contracted the lycanthropy, they may be able to control it. Some can choose when to change. Some can have control while in alternate forms. So potentially this could be moonrise time, but this is not. You don't hear like any like snarling or things, and clearly someone's making stew. So
all right. Fuck. I am going to. What would Scott do?
What would Scott do?
What would Scott do? I think I'm just gonna go in.
Okay.
I'm gonna push open the door and ask. Or I'm gonna start. What's up, bro? You got enough stew for two?
So as you come inside, you see an elderly human woman. She seems frail. She has disheveled, long white hair, and she's stirring a large black pot that seemingly has the stew in it. It's on top of the fire there. And she kind of like looks at you, not in any kind of like ravenous way, but as though someone who seems to be paranoid.
Oh, okay.
As you now have entered into the room, you can see kind of what's on that map there, but I will also tell you. It's a single room cottage. It has 3 desks. One desk is littered with old books. One is covered with manacles and tools.
Okay.
And one has a long sword laying atop of it. And that seems to be about all you can tell.
All right.
And she's like, "Oh, it's you. I knew it would only be a matter of time before they sent someone like you after me." And she just seems like really resigned. She's like, yes, I do have more stew, enough for 2.
Oh, cool. What kind of stew is it?
Beef stew.
Oh, nice. That was pretty fucking ominous. What did you mean by that?
You can make me an insight check.
That is gonna be a 7.
Okay. You can't get a read on exactly what she's feeling, and she says, she's like, "I'm sure there's a reason why someone like you would be sent here to my place, and I'm not gonna kid myself and say that you haven't put 2 and 2 together and figured out what I am.
Yeah, I mean, and I'm gonna take out my axe, whose name is Brooke, and is glowing in radiant energy. I'm gonna be like, well, that, and point over to the manacles on the desk. Well, that's not very subtle.
Well, and you will instinctually notice that those are silver manacles.
Oh, okay. I'm gonna take those later.
And they have clumps of hair stuck in them.
Ooh,
that you can see from here.
Does it look like it might be her, like head hair?
You can make me a nature check. It will be an advantage.
Sweet. That's going to be a 14. Nope, 15, sorry.
That's the number. These seem like werewolf hair fibers.
Okay.
In these manacles.
Mm-hmm.
She says... She said, well, you clearly have pieced this together. So I didn't have any choice. I came across this curse naturally. I was born with this.
Okay.
And I've been trying to find a cure for it. And I think that I'm very close. And you see now, like, the books and all the tomes and things on the table are starting to make a lot of sense as to this may be what she was working towards. She says, I feel like I'm so close. And she says, I'm sure I know what you're here for. And I've been able to keep this curse and this rage at bay for 75 years.
Yeah.
But I find as I've gotten older, it's harder and harder to maintain my control. And the urge became too much during the last full moon, and I, against my own will, transformed. And I unfortunately, well, you know.
All right. What do you need for the cure?
She says, she says, I have these notes, and I feel like I'm right there. I'm almost at the point, and I don't know where to go from here. I only have texts. Someone of your expertise, perhaps you would be able to help me. And you see outside through the door ajar that the moon is rising. You know that once it gets to like the pinnacle of the sky, that would be kind of the point where if this is what she's saying is true, she'll transform without her control. If she can't control it. And she'll show you, these are all, she'll like come and she'll bring you over and you'll see they're all like aged old medical texts and things like that. And you'll see that inside one of the texts, she's kind of got like hollowed out.
Okay.
And there's like a vial in it. And she's like, I think this might be it, but I'm just not sure. I don't have any more of the ingredients to make another one of these. And I don't know if I'm so close and then this isn't it, then all of that time will be wasted. Would you be able to look at it and possibly tell me? I don't know.
Yeah, I can do that. But first, I'm gonna need you to put yourself in those silver manacles.
She will go and put herself in the silver manacles.
All right, I'm gonna go over and double check, make sure those are legit, and they are locked.
Yeah, they are legit and they are locked.
All right, what's your name, by the way?
My name is Amfrey.
Amfrey?
Amfrey.
Scott, nice to meet you. Yeah, and then I'm gonna go over and look at look at her vial, look at her books, see what she's got.
Okay, you can make me a alchemist's tools supplies check, which you are proficient in.
Sweet. So that is gonna be a 13.
Okay. From what you can tell with the knowledge that you have and from what you are able to glean quickly from looking at these medical texts, yeah, you think that this might do it.
All right.
because this is the part. Well, this is my one complaint is it doesn't. It tells you how to role play her in the way she acts and everything. Yeah. So.
All right, I'm going to go over to her, bring her the vial, and be like, "Yeah, from what I see, this is your ticket out of here." And then I will hand her the vial.
Okay, let me just see, because this is again. This is my one complaint. Is it things contradict one another?
Mm-hmm.
And that's my biggest complaint about any pre-written anything. When one thing tells you one thing, the other thing tells you something else. So she, let's see. She will drink this drink, and then she will say, "Oh, well, there's only one way to find out."
Where are your bowls?
Gesture.
All right, and then I will go ladle her a bowl of stew, bring it over to her. Ladle. Well, first, do I think with my alchemical knowledge that having stew as a chaser to this potion will neutralize its effects?
No, you do not.
Okay, cool. So then I will get a bowl of stew for myself, and I will sit down opposite her and say, "Tell me your story." And start eating.
And she will continue to tell you the story that of her life and how things have come to be. And you guys will continue through dinner as the moon begins to rise higher and higher in the sky. Stay on that.
After a while, I'll ask, "So how you feeling?"
And she says, I think I'm feeling pretty good. I think it might have." And then, like, the spoon will drop to the floor, and, like, her back will start to arch, and she'll start to undergo transformation, which only takes an action, so we'll have to roll for initiative.
All right. That is going to be a 13 for me.
That is going to be a 14 for her.
All right.
So she will go first. So she will transform into her hybrid form. And she will pull at her silver manacles and attempt to make a strength check to break out of yours, which is a 15. So she will break out of those, and I'm going to consider that one of her attacks to break out of it.
Makes sense.
And then she's going to try to claw you with her other attack here, which is going to be only an 11.
All right, that's going to miss.
So then it's your turn.
All right, I'm going to pull out Brooke. I'll take the damage from earlier when I activated it, the blood balance.
Yep.
So that is 3 damage.
Yes. Not lowering your maximum hit points, just 3 damage.
Just 3 damage. And then I am going to... It's nighttime. Yeah. So yeah, I'm going to bonus action shift. Okay. And as I shift, my short... I forgot to say what I look like. So Scott is like a bigger dude. He's broad shoulders. He doesn't look like overly muscular, but he has that kind of like air of strength. Has tattoos, 2 sleeves, so you can see him poking out between the gaps in his armor and his clothing. Short cut hair for combat, it's most effective, and like a chin strap beard. And you see 2 white stripes kind of go across his head like a badger, and the fangs lower. And then he is going to swing Brooke.
Okay.
And with a natural 1. And he's going to try a second time.
Okay.
With a 24.
That will hit.
All right. So that does... Oh, max damage. But it's not silvered.
So the radiant will be full. The
Yeah.
other thing, she won't take any.
All right, so it's 6 radiant damage.
Okay. Yeah. Okay. Then it's her turn. She's going to try and bite you for 19.
A 19. That's the number.
Alright, here we go. For 8 points of piercing damage.
Alright.
I need you to make a Constitution saving throw.
Did you see that?
Yeah, I did. Was that a 19 first?
It was, and it hit the wall and then fell to 1. So that is a big old 3.
Okay.
These dice do not like Scott.
Well, that is a natural 1 on her claw, so she misses with the claw.
All right.
Okay. Your turn.
Cool. Yeah. Fuck. Two more swings.
Yeah.
That's 21
Yep.
and a 17.
That was it.
All right. So that'll do 4 radiant damage and 5 radiant damage. So she takes 9 radiant damage.
All right. See, this is the times when, yeah, I guess their rolls are dangerous
Yeah.
when you don't have the stuff.
Yeah.
All right. Then it's her turn. Anything else?
No. I'm. That was me trying to think of a better strategy for next turn.
Fair. First attack with the bite again is 22.
Yep, that'll do it.
That's going to deal 5 points.
Mm-hmm.
And the claw is going to be a 19 again. It's going to deal 7 points. And that is your turn.
All right. I am going to quick look around. Is there anything else silver in the room other than the manacles?
No, it does not appear to have anything. There is a longsword on the table, but it appears to just be a regular old longsword.
All right. In that case,
Silver manacles, yeah.
I am going to... All right, so here's my thought. I'm going to try and use one of my actions with my shield to knock her prone.
Okay. Sure, a shove, yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, so it's an athletic check.
So, fucking goddamn it.
Well, hers wasn't much. Hers was only
I got-
6.
Okay, so I got an 11.
So you knock her prone.
I knock her prone.
She's prone.
She's prone. That's a good start.
It's not a bad start.
Yeah. So I will, in that case, because, oh man, fuck it, duck. This is rough with just one curse.
Mm-hmm.
Especially...
You only have one at 5?
Yeah.
I couldn't remember if you had more now.
Yeah, you get second one at 6. And the one I picked was the blood curse of, I think I landed with, the curse of the fallen puppet. So if I kill something, you can make it do an attack.
Gotcha.
I'm going to...
What are you thinking?
I'm thinking I'm going to attack the hand. I'm going to...
Go on.
Sorry, it looks like my tattoo is rubbing off.
It does look like
It does that. Okay. I am going to attempt to attack the hand to free the manacle.
Well, she broke out.
Well, yeah, but like I want it.
Oh no, it's just on the table.
It's on the table?
It's like to the table.
Oh, did it? I didn't know if it broke on her hand or broke on the wall.
She broke through the clasp of the manacle.
Oh.
So the chain and the manacle is still
attached
there,
to the wall?
To the wall, yes.
Bummer. Well, then I'm just going to attack her while she's down.
Okay, an advantage.
Hoping for a crit. Didn't get a crit. But it's a 17 to hit.
That hits.
She's going to take that sweet, sweet 4 radiant damage.
Her turn, she's going to stand up.
Yeah, it's a good first move.
And she's going to try to bite you with the 14.
Miss.
And then claw you with the 13.
Miss.
Okay.
All right. All right. I'm going to use the disengage action to run over by the stew.
Okay.
The stew pot.
By the stew pot.
Yes. And that was my action.
Okay. She walks over to you.
Well, I was hoping she was double bound.
Oh, I see. Sure. Okay. Then she'll take one of her attacks to try to break out of the other manacle. She doesn't, so she'll take her second attack, and she'll break out of the manacle on the second try.
Okay.
And then she'll close the distance to you.
All right. I want to grab the stew pot and swing it and throw the scalding hot stew in her face, trying to do a little other than smashy damage.
Sure. Go ahead and make me a stew attack.
All right. Is that a strength-based attack?
Guess it's a thrown weapon.
Okay. So I will, and that's a, so that wouldn't be that high. So that's a 13.
Oh, our AC's a 12.
All right.
So go ahead and roll me 2d6, because it's you, fire damage. Holy
9 fire damage.
8 hit points.
Woo!
You kill her with scalding beef stew, and she drops to the ground, dead, and begins to, you know what, just for ease of this, I'm going to say she doesn't turn back, so that if we go to bring a head, it's a werewolf head.
Alright, cool.
Rather than bringing a human head.
Alright. I am going to, quickly, try and use the concoctions rule to make, I'm going to try and harvest some components.
Okay.
Harvesting a dead creature requires 1d6 minutes, followed by a nature check with a DC determined by the CR of the creature being harvested. I can do alchemist size and
2.
Alright, so the harvesting check is 10 plus the...
2, so 12.
So it's 12. So I gotta get a 12 on a alchemist tools or nature check. I'm gonna use my alchemist tools.
Okay.
Baby, baby, baby. Mother.
Oh, buddy, you need some new dice.
Switching out my loadout!
Yeah, man, that was brutal.
This is brutal! Shit on it. Okay, so you guys are gone. Maybe Morg dice. Maybe Morg dice will do better.
Folks, that was a natural 1.
It was another.
So then what happens if you do that? You
botch
it, right?
Yeah, I botched it. I ruined everything.
You can't use anything from it, yeah?
I believe so, yes.
Okay.
On a failed check, the character is unable to harvest the slain creature's essence. The creature is dead for... Yeah, so that's it.
Okay. Is there anything else you'd like to do while you're in her house?
Cut off her head.
Yep.
Take that.
You can find a sack you can put it in.
I'm going to take the silver manacles.
You have silver manacles.
And I am going to take as many of the books as I think might help cure lycanthropy.
Fair. You can make me a retroactive Arcana check at advantage.
17.
Okay. So you get the feeling that thinking it through a little further and higher rolls this go around, that actually probably was the cure.
Okay.
But because she wasn't cursed, was born.
Oh no!
Something less than a wish spell would be the only thing that could cure her of her lycanthropy.
Okay.
So she had, seemingly from what you can tell, possibly have found the cure, but it wouldn't have worked on her no matter what.
Okay. All right. Cool. Cool. I will take her dead head, and I will set
out for family.
Yeah, set out for family.
Okay. So, we'll say you arrive. Oh, changing up the music here.
All right.
You arrive in Phandalin, or the travel to the outskirts of Phandalin is uneventful. This once quiet mining town nestled within the foothills of the Sword Mountains is bustling with activity. The recent rediscovery of the legendary lost mine of Phandelver attracts many adventurers seeking wealth and riches. Oh, we're going there, don't worry.
Good.
So, you have the map of Phandalin, which I will give you here in just a second, so I'll get to it. So.
Cool.
Two things. You know where Harbin Wester is.
Yeah.
You have your contract.
Yep.
Locals here, much again, there's clearly a vibe from a certain popular video game series that this was designed around This heavily amplifies it, especially the fact that all the music that I'm playing is from the game soundtrack. They despise blood hunters.
Yeah, they
in this
would.
Town. Children stick their tongue out at you. Adults utter curses beneath their breath whenever they see you.
Mhm.
So that's just like your perception.
Yeah.
So I don't know if that means you're gonna want to try and like do like a hood up or disguise yourself at all, or if you care.
Nah.
Could go either way.
Scott don't give a shit.
Fair enough. So where would you like to go?
I'll go to the town master's hall.
Okay. You enter Phandalin. A small crowd gathers around a flamboyantly dressed young halfling, singing a tale of valiant adventurers fighting a notorious bugbear named Clark. 4 muscular human men wearing tattered crimson cloaks interrupt the halfling's tale. One of the men shouts at the halfling, "Back so soon, Olos? Didn't you learn your lesson? Maybe this time a little scar on your pretty face will teach you." The man brandishes a short sword and starts rushing towards the halfling.
Scott doesn't give anything.
Fair enough.
No. It's not my fight.
Okay. Just see if there's anything else there.
You know what? No. Yeah, no. Not my fight.
Okay. So you see they rush in, and he produces a rapier.
Mm-hmm.
It begins to dance around, and is kind of more waddling. Right, he's a halfling, so he's kind of like whoosh, like brandishing his rapier at these men. Just want to make sure I didn't miss anything. Okay. Okay, so you head to the Town Master's Hall. A note is posted on the Town Master's door. It reads, "To speak with me, Harbin Wester, the illustrious Town Master of Phandalin. Simply knock on the door twice, then 3 times, then twice again. Make sure the last knock is the loudest. This way I know you're not an orc, a gnoll, or worse yet, a troll. The note bears the town seal and the same signature on the Blood Hunter contract."
All right, I will do the stupid knock he wants me to do.
Okay, you do your thing. And you hear floor creaking. And you pull the door pulls open, and you see rotund Harbin Wester sees you, and then he come he beckoned you into his town hall here.
Yeah.
And he says, "Well, I take it that you've done what I set out to do."
And I will plop the bag on the
He
desk.
goes, "Oh my god!" And he very, he washes his hands. Coronavirus.
For 20 seconds.
Yeah, for 20 seconds, sings happy birthday to himself twice.
I guess it's his
Washes his
birthday.
hands. And he says, well, I mean, can't argue with a job well done. And he gives you a sack of 100 gold pieces.
Cool.
Yeah.
And just so you know, orcs and gnolls can read, so that sign is not effective.
Oh, well, I should have changed that. That's good to know.
Yeah.
He makes up some notes. So, yeah, he's like, well,
If there's nothing else.
so he's like, well, no, we're good.
All right.
And as you're about to walk out the door, he goes, oh, wait a minute, foolish me. I nearly forgot. A fellow came by, asking about you. Said he'd be waiting for you in the Stonehill Inn's Fandelver suite. The lad must be rich. Anyway, he paid me well to pass along the message, so I've handled my end of the bargain.
What was the exact message?
I'm waiting for you at the Stonehill Inn Fandelver suite. Come find me.
It didn't leave a name?
Nope.
Can you?
I didn't ask.
It's very funny. What did he look like?
Old and bald. Older and bald. Robes.
Anything else?
Nope. goatee, I think. Some sort of facial hair.
Human?
Yeah, oh, human. Ah, yes.
Cool.
I think. I mean, I don't know.
Alright. Thanks. And then I will leave.
Okay.
And before I go over to the Stonehill Inn, I would like to head to the Lion Shield Coster.
Oh, okay. Sure, you are able to do so.
And I will ask them how much it would cost to silver my battle axe. Brooke.
Yeah. So
I can provide the silver, and then I hold out the manacles.
All right. So yeah, the Lion Shield Coster. Person whose name escapes me at the moment. She kind of like gives you that like dirty look because you're a witcher, blood hunter. And she's like, well, I mean, it's about. Typically, we charge about 150 gold for this, but you're providing the silver, so that does lessen the cost. However, it does take time. It takes about 8 hours.
Do you have any silver axes already made?
No. I have a silver sword. She's a silver longsword.
Thanks anyway. And then I will leave and go to the Stonehill Inn.
Okay. Stonehill Inn is a modest 2-story inn owned and operated by Toblin Stonehill. Human male. When you enter the inn, the lively inn turns deathly silent as dozens of eyes of patrons fix their gaze upon you. A patron stumbles into you, dropping their cup of ale. In an instant, the inn is still. Nothing moves. The falling cup of ale is gracefully suspended in the air. On time, exactly as planned. Follow me upstairs. The voice is deep and stern, coming directly behind you.
Oh, I try and grab the cup of ale from midair first.
You do.
And then I turn around.
Turn around and you see a man who just exudes power. Tall, bald, manicured black goatee, penetrating stare, and exquisite sapphire blue robes.
No fuck. I will chug the beer.
Okay.
Try and put it back where I found it in midair, and then follow him.
And he says, "Good." And he leads you upstairs. He invites you to join him in the Fandover suite, as previously mentioned.
Wait 1 second. Then I'm going to walk behind the bar, take a bottle of something, then follow him upstairs. And,
okay. Everyone's afraid of you, so they don't say anything.
Yeah. I thought it was frozen.
Oh, no. It was just... No. Just the cup.
Oh! I thought, like, the scene froze. And that was...
Oh, no. I guess maybe it does.
I don't know.
It does. Yeah, let's say that it does.
All right.
Sure, that's cool. Let's go with that.
I'll slap a couple gold down to pay for it.
Okay.
And then head upstairs.
Okay. He leads you into the suite. Inside, you head across the threshold.
Mm-hmm.
The inside of the Fandelver suite erupts into a massive banquet hall.
Oh.
Full of graceful dancing servants. Exotic foods and drinks immaculately adorn a massive 200-foot oak dining table in the center of the hall. He invites you, and you also see sitting at the table already feasting with a scar on his cheek is the halfling you saw outside.
All right.
When you sit at the table, it magically appears to shrink so that you are all dining within no more than 5 feet of one another.
I assume this is all an illusion.
It's all real. Do you say anything or out loud?
I'm going to do an investigation check to see if like the whole, if like the area is. So that's a 16.
It does.
Oh, a 17.
It all appears to be very much real.
Oh, shit. So this, not illusion.
And he says, no. It's one of my specialties. Please.
Not illusions?
Yes. My name is Morden Kanan.
Oh!
And he says, I am keeper of balance, leader of the Circle of Eight. I have need of your services.
Oh, shit. All right. And then I'll sit down.
And he says, I've come seeking you out, Bloodhunter. As fate has it, you play a role in maintaining the balance of this plane of existence. I've seen the future an infinite number of times, and it is you who maintains the balance. And you can make me a history check or an arcana check.
All right. That's a 22.
So the balance is the balance with a capital B.
Okay.
The balance is a viewpoint striving to maintain equilibrium across the cosmos. Good and evil are kept in check to ensure neither side disrupts the status quo, and Morning Kingdom does all he can to preserve that. Unfortunately, you require the help of Olos. For that, you have my sympathies. He gestures to the halfling.
Okay.
When you are ready, I shall teleport you both to the swamp of Gilgar near the legendary lost mine of Fandelver, where you must confront a green hag named Mercy. Mercy has a drow infant capable of permanently upsetting the balance. You must recover the infant. You will know what to do with it. Fate has decided. That is all I can tell you. I have 3 gifts for you to ensure you carry out your fate as it has been foreseen. Potions of greater healing, a powerful magic weapon, and this ring of protection. He pulls a ring off of his finger and hands it to you.
Mm-hmm.
He gives you 2 potions of greater healing, a ring of protection, and a +1 battle axe.
Oh, cool. Nice. I gotta come up with a name for her later. You will be B3.
Yep. Fair.
Brooke with big boobies.
He says, well, sure.
Real quick, I may or may not have contracted lycanthropy last night.
And he says, and he kind of waves his hand in front of you and he goes, When he waves his hand again, he casts remove curses. That was not part of the balance.
Awesome.
And you are no longer cursed with him.
Cool. Yeah, so just
he kind of looks like that.
Get the baby. Okay, cool.
Breakdown.
Cool. Get the baby. I don't know what to do.
Yes.
And can I ask why I need Olos?
He says, even I cannot deny fate that which it desires, and fate desires the 2 of you working together.
Nice to meet you, Olos.
And Olos is like, well, nice to meet you too. He says, I'm sure us joining together will lead to many legendary moments worthy of song.
I mean, it doesn't have to.
I think it will, though. I can already tell. I have a feeling about these things. Not like he has feelings, but I just have a feeling. We're going to be great friends.
Okay. Yeah. Cool. Do you what do you do? What how are you useful? I know things and I hit stuff.
And he says, "Well, I am brave. I'm lucky.
Good starts, I guess."
He says, "I'm inspiring, so I've heard. I'm not I'm no minor says I'm not bad with a rapier."
Okay.
Just want to make sure I'm not missing anything here. Just want to make sure there's nothing else to add to this here. So I thought there was a thing, but let me just double check. No, whoops. Here's your contract.
Oh!
I forgot that was your blood hunter, your previous contract.
Did it!
I meant to give that to you at the
Oh,
start. Okay. Don't think there's any major difference between these. No. I don't think so. He is Okay. So he says, well, I'm ready to go whenever you are, Scott.
All right. I took kind of a beating last night, so I'm going to need an 8-hour nap and a 2-hour breakfast, and then we can go.
Okay, you guys do that. And during the time, he says, I have a song of me. I'm going to sing it for you in the meantime.
Do you have to?
He says, it's a good one.
Sure.
Says,
I like good music.
The Ballad of Olos Big Bottom.
Yeah.
And I'm not making this up.
Yeah.
I'm going to read it to you right here.
I would love that.
Unfortunately, it's done well, but the tune is very difficult to match with what they have here, and that bothers me to no end. Let me see if I can get it here. Hang on.
All right.
Sorry, this would make it better.
So far, I'm having a lot of fun.
That's good. That's the whole point of this.
Yeah.
So,
Kind of wish I didn't waste time shifting last fight.
Fair.
Because then I immediately realized that my extra bite attack that I get doesn't do anything.
That's fair.
Yeah.
Well, I guess if I play it low enough, maybe you won't hear the words. Let's try it.
I'm ready.
Where's my Spotify? Let's pause that. I need just the instrumental of this. But I can't get far, just the instrumental. That's what it is. So that's just going to confuse me in the background if I do that. So it's... Olos Big Bottom does not jive with that tune.
Yeah.
So it's... Olos Big Bottom, he travels the Sword Coast. He never leaves his friends behind. He travels with blood hunters who kill monsters with their blood, flaming swords, and hemocraft. While he plays his epic lute. It's really bad. Oh. He's Olos Big Bottom. Olos Big Bottom, he's very handsome. Everyone desires him. Plus, he's perfect company. Watch out, he's Olos Big Bottom. That's a song he sings for you.
All right, Olos. I have notes. Because one of the first things you said was you never leave your friends behind. However, it's just you and me.
He says, well, I don't have any other friends, so I'm not planning on leaving you behind. Scott.
Oh, God.
We're going to be the best friends.
Yeah, all right. Yeah. No. Yeah. No.
He is your sidekick. There's his stat block.
Oh, cool.
You get to play him in combat.
That's awesome. Cool. Yeah. Yeah, bro. Let's do it. You wanna carry my drums?
Sure. Look, you have instruments. Clearly, it's meant to be.
Okay, I mean, so I don't want you getting a big head about this, but like, have you heard of Chongo?
Who hasn't heard of Chongo?
Yeah, I was his roadie.
Well, I mean,
so
see now this must be the fate thing Mordenkainen was talking about.
This is probably not the fate thing he was talking about.
I'm gonna learn to play music with you and for you and build you up, and then I'll make you close to Chongo's legendary, and then through you I'll meet Chongo, and then that'll make me legendary because we'll play music together, and then you'll have a great reputation. It's all coming together.
I don't want any of that.
Everything's coming up, Olos.
Sure, Olos, let's do it.
All right. Well,
I can't believe it says this.
It says it.
That's awesome.
I told you, man. This is why I wanted you to do it.
Good stuff.
It would be lost on a lot of other people.
Yeah.
All right. So you guys rest through the night. You get up in the morning. Mordenkainen will teleport you to the swamp of Gilgar.
All right.
All right. So, what do we know here? This. Okay. This is not giving me a lot of information.
I will say the one thing that I do miss being Oz for all of those natural ones.
Natural ones would be great to have that ability to re-roll it.
Yeah.
So this entire swamp, as you arrive here, patchy fog lightly obscures the swamp. Disadvantage on perception checks that rely on sight.
Okay.
It is kept in a constant state of dim light.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, that's just the thing.
Good to know.
Okay. So, okay. You arrive in the swamp. A decomposing human corpse with a satchel around its torso rests in a puddle of mud. Flies eat what little flesh is left off of its clean bones.
Hey, Olos, grab that satchel.
He's like, well, all right. He goes over and grabs the satchel. He brings it back to you.
Mm-hmm.
Inside the satchel is a leather-bound journal and a loaf of moldy bread.
Oh, I will just take the journal.
That's fair. The journal, somewhere in here, I think. Maybe. Oh, I must be. Ah.
All right. I set out to explore the myths regarding the malicious hobgoblin warlord Gilgar the Defiler and his legion's campaign through these swamps in search of the lost mines of Phandelver. Oh, this is an old letter. During my last visit to Candlekeep, I came across an aging grimoire describing the events of Gilgar's time in the swamp. The grimoire explained that Gilgar the Defiler stumbled upon a coven of hags. Shit! Seeing their beauty and power, he grew obsessed and assaulted the hags with his legion in an attempt to subjugate them. He believed that they would help him find the legendary lost mine and all the riches within. During the assault, Gilgar massacred the hags and laughed atop their mutilated corpses. Ooh. Scholars claim a magical fog filled the swamp after Gilgar defiled the corpses. But he's Gilgar the Defiler. Like, duh. Sorry. When the fog cleared, all the hobgoblins were found brutally slain, and Gilgar was found dead, with his entrails shoved down his throat. It is believed that Gilgar the Defiler and his legions are cursed to wander the swamps as twisted undead creatures for all eternity. Whatever the truth is, I shall find it. Signed, the letter D. Alright, Olos, keep an eye out for hobgoblin zombies. That's your job.
All right. Oh, there's a monster manual, I think, in the thing next to you there.
Here.
Oh, yeah. Thank you. All right. So from where you are, the swamp seems to split into three paths. One that goes ahead more into the direct area of the swamp, and two areas to the left or right, and they seem to go into like forested, treed areas.
Okay.
Which way would you like to go?
I would like to go on the left path.
Okay. Let's see. Play to determine what adjacent area. Okay. Okay. Make me a survival check.
19.
Okay. So you continue on. Just want to make sure I'm not missing anything. Okay, cool. So thick malformed trees block out all sunlight along this path. This path is shrouded in complete darkness.
Oh shit. Olos can't see.
You cannot.
I want to double check one thing. Oh, cool. Oh, cool. Oh, cool. All right. Yes. My Rite of the Dawn sheds light.
Oh, okay.
So I am going to activate my Blood Curse of the Dawn, taking 2 damage, and it sheds bright light out to a radius of 20 feet. I also didn't realize I'm resistant to necrotic damage, and I deal an additional Hammercraft die if I hit an undead.
There you go.
Huh. So, we got light. My big booby brook is shining brightly.
Okay, there you go.
And I will, continue down the path.
Okay. So you continue down the path. Okay. Alright, so you're walking down this path.
That facial expression is worrisome.
Which really doesn't make a whole lot of sense.
Oh, okay.
But no, I mean, it's bad for you, but it doesn't make a whole lot of sense to me.
Alright.
When a tree, not a tree ant, but just like an awakened tree, just like, rah!
Fuck!
Slams at you. But the +6 to hit was what that face was.
Oh, okay.
So it's going to get 25 to hit. You would, it's dark in here minus the light, but awakened tree has false appearance.
Okay.
It remains motionless and indistinguishable from a normal tree until it attacks.
Okay.
So, it has 10-foot reach.
Okay.
Hits you for 10 points of bludgeoning damage.
Woof!
Go ahead and roll for initiative.
Just that. There we go. That is going to be a 10 for me.
Okay.
Should I also roll for Olos, or just have him go when I go?
Yeah, you can roll for him.
Sure.
I don't know if the sidekicks are treated. But...
he gets a 13.
Okay, so the tree's actually going to get to go first. This tree's going to slam you again with a 13.
13 misses!
Alright.
Alright. Just wait, me or Olos? I forget.
You.
Alright, I am going to swing at it twice with my axe.
Okay.
That is going to be a 13, I think.
That's the number.
Oh, cool. Yeah, it is a 13. Does it have any kind of resistances to radiant or magical axes?
No, it has resistance to piercing, so you lucked out.
Ha-ha! So that is going to be 8 plus 7 is 13, plus 1, 14.
8 plus 7 is 15.
Yeah, plus 1, 16.
There you go.
And my second attack is a 19 on the roll.
There you go.
So that is going to be 13 damage.
Okay. Yeah, you're slashing into this tree. It seems typically like a tree, you would imagine fire would be pretty powerful against it, but it is now Olos' turn.
All right, Olos is going to sing a satirical song.
Okay, what does that do?
He must. It's vicious mockery.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, so it has to make a wisdom save.
5.
All right, that's a fail. So it is going to take 5 psychic damage.
Disadvantage on his next attack.
Yep.
Okay.
And Olos is also going to try and remain, or it's not going to leave. Yeah, that's it. I lied.
Okay. So it's going to get a 16 to hit you.
Miss.
So that's its turn. Your turn.
All right. Another 2 attacks. 19 on the roll. And a 16.
Both hit.
Cool.
Yeah, I don't know if he has cutting words, so that might be something just to keep in mind.
He's got distracting chords.
Which is probably cutting words.
Ability check. Oh no.
So cutting words.
Oh no, you're right. But he can do it 3 times a day, but he can also do it the other way, where he could add a D6.
Basically. Yeah, he's level 5, so it'd be a D6 bardic. I don't know.
Yeah, so it's bardic inspiration, but he can also target one creature within 60 feet who can hear him and make them subtract a D6.
Okay, so he could do both.
He could do both, but it's only 3 times a day.
Each, though.
No, total.
Oh, okay.
That's just like, it's his one ability. Inspiring song or distracting chords.
Got you. Okay.
So my hits are going to do a total of 10, and that is 7. So that's 17 plus 7, 24 damage.
Pretty special. All right.
Woo woo! And here comes Olos with another satirical song.
Okay. 13.
The DC is 14.
All right.
So, ha ha ha!
And it dies.
And I'm gonna look over at Olos and say, those songs are pretty funny.
And he's like, see, I told you. I think I'm starting to grow on you, Scott. I think this is going to be a thing.
Like
anyway.
like a barnacle on the bottom of a ship.
I mean, at least barnacles got big dicks, am I right?
You know what? Give him a little high five. Yeah.
All right. So, you exit out of this forest, and you see yourself once again presented with two paths.
Ooh.
One seems to be kind of like cobblestoney on the left. The other one seems to lead deeper into the swamp, kind of a similar swampy path.
All right. I'm going to try and take the cobblestoney path.
I need you to make me a survival check.
10.
Okay. As you're walking, you find yourself as though the lost woods in fog, and find yourself back at the entrance to the swamp.
Oh shit. Well, that's different.
Okay, let me just yeah. Yep.
Olos, you that happened to both of us, right?
Yep.
All right, going right this time. Yeah, right. I'm taking the right path from the beginning this time.
Okay. Okay. Lieutenant, pink, vibrant light flickers in the otherwise dark tunnel of trees. Won't you come and play? A whisper hopefully asks. It's been so long since I've had a friend.
Nope. And then I turn around and start to walk away. Nope. Nope.
Okay. All right. You're back at the beginning.
All right, I go down that middle path.
Okay.
I explain to Olos, I don't play. If anyone ever asks me to play a game, say no.
All right.
Especially in deeper voices. Would you like to play a game? No.
You head down a path, and it gets. And now this area is more swampy and watery, and there's like wooden plank bridge,
Okay.
kind of like curving and going through this area. A bullywug, dressed like a king, rides atop a giant frog in the front of a decaying wood bridge that heads north across the swamp.
Mm-hmm.
He stands there, seeming he has a large golden crown upon his head, purple velvet robes, and he carries an ornate ruby scepter. And he looks at you. He rides atop a giant frog, as I stated. And he looks down upon you from his current position. And he says, I am Emperor Blug of Ribia. And he says, any creature that enters into my borders becomes one of my subjects and has to pay the 5 gold piece tithe in tribute. You must pay the tithe. And he says that to both of you.
Okay. If we do we pass?
Yes.
Okay. Then I hand him 5 gold.
And he goes, you, sir, are now the supreme general of the army of Ribia.
Okay.
He then commands you to go forth and conquer the neighboring nations in the swamp.
And what are those nations?
The other swamp
My
nations.
lord.
And he says, well, honestly, I didn't think this was going to happen. All right, over there. And he just points at other areas of the swamp.
That's it? That's all you got is just, go over there?
Yes, and conquer, and he doesn't mean, this swamp. He means, outside of the swamp of Gilgar to other swamps.
Oh, yeah, definitely. But first I gotta go behind you.
But he's like, well, all right. I guess that's allowed. You may pass, Supreme. And he says, but you also must pay. He points to Olos.
Olos, give him 5 gold.
Olos is like, well, I mean,
I don't do
All right, fine. And he gives him the 5 gold, and he says, "You are the lieutenant of the army of Ribia."
Look at him. Look at that. You got a promotion.
And he's just like, "Well, I mean, that's not bad. I mean, I can say I'm a lieutenant now." And
Yeah.
he's like, "Yes, my servants, you must go forth and conquer the nations for Ribia."
Yeah, definitely. Just like we got to go over there first.
He's like, "Okay. Well, go forth." And he, like the King Zora, just like with the frog sidles to the side, and you guys go forth.
Yeah,
Into the
I
swamp.
will look at all this and explain like it's really when you have a profession where you're literally fighting for your life, it's good to avoid every fight you can.
Wow, that's actually pretty insightful.
Yeah, because it really just takes you one lucky idiot with a sharp stick, and then that's it.
Wow. He's like, "Man, where do you think he got that crown and those robes? Stuff like it was worth some money."
I don't care. It's none of my business.
I mean, I guess that's all right. Fair enough. Okay. Anyway, so you guys continue along, and this is a pretty winding path of bridges that lead its way through the swamp. I love this adventure. It's so stupid. What you didn't do, but if you refuse, he immediately exiles you from Ribia for all eternity.
Oh no!
But that's it.
That's it. All right, cool.
And as you walk through, you see no bullywugs.
It's just him.
It's just him.
Cool. I like that guy.
Anyway, about halfway through, or what you guesstimate to be about halfway through, there's like a big pile of vegetation and like rotting plant just like blocking your whole path along the bridge. So you either have to get off the bridge into the water to go around it or move this heap of garbage out of the way.
All right, I'm gonna say step back to Olos. And then once we get, once we get, let's say 30 feet away from it,
Okay.
I'm gonna say, hey Olos, shoot that thing with your crossbow.
Okay. Have Olaf make an attack roll.
That's not great. It's a 12.
He misses.
All right, I got the trash heap. That's I meant the trash heap. Hit the trash heap. And I wanted to. It's the natural, but he's a halfling.
He is.
Oh, it's great to have him along on this journey. 18.
He hits it and it like shudders. And it comes.
It shambles?
It shambles this mound. I need you to roll for initiative.
All right, stay back here. 20.
Okay. And Olos?
Oh, sorry. A 6.
Okay, so you, the mound, Olos.
Cool.
You're up first.
I don't think it's shift time yet. No, it's not shift time yet. So yeah, I'm gonna sigh. I'm gonna run in with Big Booby Brook and attack twice.
Okay.
With a 2 misses, I guess, because a 12 misses, right?
Yes.
Yeah, there's a 1 and a 3 on the rolls.
All right.
So 2 misses.
All right. This mound tries to attack you.
Yeah, it would.
16 and a 19. Right?
Miss.
19.
Because I got the ring of protection. Bump up my AC to
fair.
20.
Yeah. All right. So he misses. Olos.
All right. Olos is going to try and no. He's going to sing another satirical song. This one is about garbage.
Okay. He fails.
And about how he's garbage.
He's got a 7.
So that's 6 psychic damage.
Okay. Your turn.
Thanks, little buddy. Fuck you,
dude.
Does a 14 hit?
No.
All right, that's 2 misses. A natural 1 and a 4.
Here's some other dice.
Jeez, man.
I don't know. These are the pile of Jake Pat nonsense.
All right. I mean, they were doing good until we got into combat.
Well, yeah, there's a lot of that. This
Yeah.
is a Witcher thing.
Yeah.
So,
That's not
all right.
right.
It's its turn, right? It has
Yeah.
disadvantage on the first one.
Mm-hmm.
So that is going to be a 16, followed by a 12.
Cool. Olos is gonna call out some bullshit again.
He's going to succeed with a natural 20.
All right, good for him. 2 more hits from me.
Maybe.
with one miss with a 13, but one hit with a 27.
Yes.
All
15 is the number.
Thank you. So that's going to be... Does type matter?
No, you're not doing cold fire or lightning, right?
I am not.
Then you're fine.
All right. So that is 8 and 1 and 7, 16.
Okay. And it's its turn. Yeah. 10 and a 21.
Hit.
So that will hit. So it's going to slam you and deal 18 points of bludgeoning damage.
Woof!
Garbage attack. Then it is Olos's turn.
Chill. Yeah, another satirical song.
And he's going to fail.
That's 7 psychic damage. Olos is doing more damage than I am.
Yep.
Olos MVP. And then I'm going to attack twice.
It's shoveling.
It's just like that. All right, 18 and 14 on the rolls.
Okay, so both hit.
Cool. So that's 10, 13, 7, 20 damage.
Okay. Just wanted to make sure you did add. I mean, I think you're probably doing the magic weapon, but you did add the extra +1 damage from the magic weapon.
It does automatically in D&D
Alright.
Beyond.
Makes everything so easy.
Mm-hmm.
So he's got disadvantage on this first attack, which was a natural 1. And then, yeah, he misses both.
All right.
Garbage.
Cool. Because I am hurting.
Yeah. You do have those 2
I do.
greater healing potions.
I'm going to try and
Well,
save
it's
them
Olos's
until
turn.
after the battle. Yeah, he's going to... One more. One more garbage song.
18.
Oh, 18 you said?
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, now it's its turn.
No, it's your turn.
It is my turn. It's a hit and a miss.
Okay.
Oh, cool. So that's going to be 11, 18 damage.
Solid hits.
Oh, when I can
If
get them.
more of those were hits, we'd probably be in a better spot.
Mm-hmm.
Alright. That is a 21.
Olos is going to use his distracting cord to reduce that to a... reduce it by 5.
Alright, that's a miss. And then a 19.
All right. Olos.
Yeah, alright.
Um,
Olos is up.
Oh, sorry.
He's gonna fail.
Cool. That's 3 psychic damage.
Okay.
And then 2 swings for me. That's 1 hit.
God damn, dude.
I know. But that is 17 damage.
Okay. I mean, you're not doing a small amount of damage.
I'm doing okay on the damage rolls. I just gotta hit more.
Alright, first attack is a disadvantage. Miss. And then a 21.
Olos is gonna use one more of them distracting strike things. Reduce it by 5.
Olos's turn. He's gonna roll a 4, so.
Alright. And I lost one of my d4, so that's a 2 and a 4. 6.
Alright. Your turn.
Alright.
I almost wishing.
19. That's 2. 1 hit. Max damage though. So that is 7 plus 8 is 15 plus 6 is 21.
Doing good. It's still up. Disadvantage. That's gonna be a 25.
Ah, shit, that's not it.
So he's gonna deal to you. 19 points of damage.
I go unconscious.
Oh, shit.
Yeah.
Well, it's your turn.
It is.
Save for that.
That's a fail.
Ooh, Olos.
Olos is going to... Ooh, what does Olos do? Olos is pretty far away. Olos has been doing okay. Does this thing look bloodied?
It's a pile of
It's a
garbage.
pile of garbage. Does it look like a pile of garbage?
It looks like a pile of garbage.
Haha! Suck it, pile of garbage. Olos is gonna do another. He's gonna sing at it.
Okay.
He's gonna do another one of those bad boys.
All right, he's gonna fail.
That is 6 damage.
Okay.
And he is also going to move 20 feet away, further away from the 30 feet he was.
Gotcha. All right. Well, it's its turn. Disadvantage. Okay. And a 19 is the second roll, so it misses both times. Oh wait. It has advantage. It's a 2.
All right.
Death save.
That's a pass.
Okay.
Fuck, man.
Olos.
Olos is too far away to give me a potion, which is what I need to survive. So now what Olos is going to do is he is going to run in 25 feet. So he's within 25 feet. And then he is going to yell a bunch and try and shoot it with a crossbow. His intention is to get the thing to start attacking him because he is a bigger threat than the dead body.
Hopefully, Olos is better than you.
Yeah, that's a plus 14 is a miss. So, and a miss.
Oh, you go first. Death saving throw.
16.
Okay, 2 succeeds.
2 succeeds.
Okay. Yeah, I guess it'll glob over top of you, we'll say, and go for Olos. But it can't. How far away is Olos?
25 feet.
Oh, it can get to right up next to him. And that's all it can do.
All right.
Olos' turn.
What size is the shambling mound?
Large.
Large, huh? Olos is going to he is going to move through the square of the shambling mound with his halfling nimbleness ability.
Well, it's 2 squares.
Can move through the space of any creature that is of a size larger than his.
Sure.
So he is going to run through that, provoking an attack of opportunity. Get over to me.
It's going to be a 15 to hit Olos.
That is a hit.
Olos is going to take 12 points of bludgeoning damage.
All right. And then when he gets to me, he's going to use his action to take one of the greater healing potions and pour it down my throat.
Okay, he does that.
All right, and that's... I'm going to get back for... Greater is 44 plus 4?
Mm-hmm.
So 4, 7. So I have been healed for 13 HP, and I... oh, shit.
Your turn.
I will stand up.
Mm-hmm.
And I only have 15 more feet of movement. So I am going to stand in front of Olos and drink the other potion.
Okay. Does your right go down because you went unconscious?
Probably. Let me check. Crimson right. Right damage is magical and lasts while you hold the weapon or until you complete a short or long rest. So I guess it's up to you.
I guess we can say you held on to it.
Fine. Okay, cool. So yeah. More health.
Okay.
3, 5, 3, 5, 8. 8 plus 4 is 12. All right. So I feel like I can take a whole nother hit.
Okay, it's its turn then.
Yeah.
That's a natural 1. Double natural 1s.
All right. Now I am going to attack it twice.
So
Oh no, Olos is going to call it a bitch. Satirically.
It's a fail.
Alright, 7 psychic damage.
Olos kills it.
Of course.
This entire time when you missed, it had 6 hit points.
Shit.
So Olos could have probably killed it twice over.
Yeah. Alright.
Anyway, it's dead.
It's dead. Okay, now I'm going to try and get some shit from it.
Okay.
Wait, does the shambling
I
man?
think there's something in there for the shambling man.
Yeah, lightning absorption.
Oh.
But let's see, lightning absorption. Oh, I can't do it.
No.
No,
Right.
it costs 500 gold.
Fair enough.
Yeah. Yeah. So that is that. Thanks for the assist, Olos.
It's gonna be.
Yeah, I guess Mordenkainen's right. I'm starting to buy into his whole destiny balance thing.
Yeah, I mean, I think so.
Mm-hmm.
At this point, you see like maybe 70 feet, 80 feet away, like a figure.
Oh.
It is a female figure, but it is like a captivatingly kind of beautiful woman.
Ooh.
With piercing, glowing emerald eyes, wearing a stereotypical pointed black witch's hat.
Okay.
And black ebony robes, elegant, trimmed with elaborate scarlet-colored lace. Just like standing, seemingly floating on top of the water, looking at you guys.
Scott's gonna say, "Sup, girl?"
She does not respond.
What you looking at?
She just seems to like cock her head, observing you.
You want to dance?
She just beckons a finger for you to come out into the swamp water.
Oh, no, I don't go there. That's gross. I would like to make an Arcana check to see if this rings any bells supernaturally.
Okay.
14. I think this might be a hag.
Maybe. Everything you know about hags is that they're crones and gross and nasty. Although the letter you read earlier did say that he was the hobgoblin, what hobgoblin considers as beauty, you're not sure, but it says it was captivated with their beauty. Or captivated with them, whatever.
Yeah.
You know.
Alright, well, I'm gonna be like, alright, well, we'll be back later if you want to play some music. And then we'll continue on our way.
Alright, you guys continue to the end of the swamp path. A headless man in red robes stands at attention at a fork in the road. Goes left or right. The large wooden staff bursting through their chest appears to be holding them up.
Oh.
For now.
Is that it?
Yep.
Oh, cool.
It's like in the middle of the road.
Is it moving at all? Or does it just look like a headless corpse?
It looks like a headless corpse impaled on a staff. You can make a medicine check.
It's gonna be 19.
It seems this body is less than a day old.
Oh shit.
And that the head was ripped off by some kind of claw.
Oh shit. I look around.
You don't see anything, but you do see a journal. Yeah.
Oh, let's go get that journal.
I'm really starting to not enjoy it. All right, fine. He does. He goes and gets the journal.
We all have our jobs here. I take the hits, you get the journals. I feel like considering I take the hits, it's a good deal.
I mean, whatever. I mean, he's just like grumbling to himself. You can make a perception check as he's grumbling as he walks away.
That's a 16.
You took the hint, and if it wasn't for me, you'd be fucking dead and eaten by a plant.
He's not wrong. Alright. At long last, my worth is being recognized. I'll show them that I am capable of finding the infant and bringing it back to our liege in Thay. Oh god. Alastair? Alastair better watch his back. When I return with the prize, I'll be able to tear his head from his body, and there will be no one to stop me this time. Signed, I think that's a Z? It's in cursive, and no one reads cursive anymore.
Yeah, it could be a Z or an S.
Z and S, some shit. Oh dear. So the Red Wizards of Thay want to rip this body's head off. Well, that's not good.
Well, so yeah, when Olos, I missed the spot here.
Right.
So Olos goes over, inside the robes is the head is stuffed inside the robes, and under the head was the journal.
Oh.
The head that has tattoos on it. You can just make an assumption at this point that this was a Red Wizard of Thay.
Okay.
And
Gross.
as Ola, you're like, yeah. So what? Let me see that.
Yeah.
Thanks. I just missed it. I said Alistair, right?
Yeah.
Alastair. Yeah. Okay. That's not what I thought it was. Okay, that's fine. And as you guys are doing that, you see the head on the ground starts to speak.
Oh! Fuck!
And it, in Olos's voice,
Oh.
from the head, it says, "This fate is what befalls any of you who threaten mercy." And then it doesn't speak again.
Oh, that's why you talking through a head.
He was like, "Man, I don't know. It wasn't me."
Sounded like you.
Yeah, I know. It's weird.
Yeah, it is weird. Is that...
I don't often talk through decapitated heads.
I met you today. Yesterday. Sorry.
I mean...
I think tensions are getting a little high because we might die right now.
Yeah, I think you're making
right. So I'm trying to calm things down. I'm sorry. Would you like this bottle I stole from the bar?
I mean, yeah, it could not hurt.
All right. Crack it open. Take a big swig.
You guys both take swigs.
You feel better?
I do. Actually.
All right, cool. Let's sally forth.
Left or right?
Left.
Okay, I'll tell you what the DC is. Make a survival check.
15.
Okay, you are able to continue on, and as you make your way down the trail, you can see the path continues on, going this way, but there's another path that kind of goes back. So if you're like walking down the road, there's a fork.
Oh, okay.
But the fork would normally be coming the other way. So this one you can go back and like off that direction or continue straight.
Okay, I'm gonna continue straight, assuming that since there are so many forks in the paths, that just leads back to one of the other areas that I've either been to or don't want to go to.
All right. So as you continue down into this area, you see boots beat up upon the ground of the muddy swamp as a humanoid figure patrols the trail ahead.
Oh.
You can make a perception check with advantage.
That's a 9.
Okay, so what's patrolling here in the swamp?
I'm gonna get closer to see if I can see things a little better.
Okay, how close do you get?
30 feet.
Okay. Just make a perception check. I forgot to roll with disadvantage because of the swamp.
That is a 10.
Okay. This creature seems to be undead.
Okay.
But he sees you and he says, "Halt!"
I halt.
And he says, "Oh, that was easy." He says, "What is your purpose here in Gilgar's swamp?"
To restore the balance.
You can tell from this point now he is a hobgoblin.
Oh, shit!
This undead. But he,
that's my response.
And he says...
To restore the balance.
He says, "I'm looking for allies to help me kill Mercy for what she did to my legion."
Can I make a Hunter's Bane check to see if I think that this guy is a revenant?
You can.
All right. That's gonna be I got a 15 on the roll.
No, he's a white.
Oh, what do I know about whites?
You know. Well, they're undead.
Yeah.
You would know that whites. They don't like the sun. They have a life drain ability.
Mm-hmm.
They're usually, again, not around during the daytime. White exists in a transitional state between one world and the next. The bright spark it possessed in life is gone, and in its place is a yearning to consume the spark in all living things. They kind of have like a... Yeah, they look like...
Okay.
Sometimes humanoids slain by them can rise as zombies under their control.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right. So yeah, I will say
they possess the memories and drives of their formerly living selves. Yeah.
What do you propose?
That we kill Mercy, and he will recount to you the events of the day, basically kind of filling in what you kind of already know.
Okay.
So he tells you, he fondly retells you of the slaughter of Mercy's sisters.
Mm-hmm. Okay, no more coven.
Yeah.
Good.
He offers to join you on your quest.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Let me confer with my lieutenant.
He continues patrolling.
Oh.
Waiting.
Ellis?
Yes.
I figured it'd be rude to accept without consulting you first.
I do appreciate that.
So I was going to accept because strength in numbers.
Sure.
Yeah, that's the whole thought process.
Let's see. He would have also told you that he was separated from Gilgar when her magic caused the fog to billow into the swamp.
Oh, okay. So he's not Gilgar.
No,
I assume
he will have told you that he is Thrax the Vicious.
Oh.
He died that day and arose as a white and has since established a small military command center in the trees nearby, which you would recognize as the path that you didn't go down with the cobblestones earlier.
Okay.
So that path you went cobblestones and
the
got
other way
redirected
to him.
you
All right.
into those trees.
Sure.
So Olos will say, listen, I mean, I guess that's, you're right. Strength in numbers isn't bad. He is still kind of a weird undead guy.
Yeah, but like, who isn't? Other than us.
Yeah, in the bullywug, in the garbage heap.
Fair.
And I guess probably the hag.
Probably.
Hey, I don't know.
I don't know.
But listen, he said, it could definitely work. I just don't know about, I don't know what else we're gonna find in this swamp.
Yeah.
So I don't know if having him with us will be a benefit or not.
True.
But it's something just to consider. But I'm here to follow your lead.
Fair.
That was the whole thing.
Yo, guy.
And tell you his name is Thrax.
Thrax, yeah, Thrax.
Yes.
Where's Mercy?
Because I don't know. I've been patrolling this area hoping to find someone because I know I'm not powerful enough to take her out myself. She's somewhere in this swamp. I thought I've seen her appear in locations throughout this swamp.
What does she look like?
He will describe the figure you saw, that illusory or whatever it was, figure on top of the water that was beckoning to you. He'll describe it. It looks just like that.
Oh, yeah, we just saw her like over there.
And he's like,
She was beckoning us into the swamp.
well, good that you didn't go.
Yeah, is that what happened to Gilgar?
No.
No?
I don't know. We got separated, though.
Okay. Sure, yeah. Bring it.
Alright.
Can you, like, I don't know, make yourself less deady?
No. That's kind of the whole thing.
Yeah, but, like, if you, like, cover it up. Like, there's a guy in red robes. You just, like, throw the robes on so things don't know how dead you are on sight.
And he's just like, this is an awful lot of, like, with conversation and questions. I just want to kill her. Can we just do that? We just
Can you put on a robe first?
I mean, in theory, yes, I can, but I feel like you're asking a lot from an undead monster.
Well,
I'm very self-aware of myself.
Yeah, that's actually really impressive. For anyone to be that self-aware. Yeah, sure. I mean, okay. So, do you have anything at your command post that could be helpful to us?
No, it's pretty much just me and what I got on me. Which is a long sword and a long bow and a shield and armor.
Okay. Yeah, I guess, come on.
And he will tell you, right, I remember somewhere around here there was a mage tower once. I don't know if that's of use.
Cool, let's look for the mage tower. Or the...
Alright, which way are we going?
What are our options?
Through the forest ahead, and then that'll lead you back to the path that led to the cobblestones.
Okay.
Down into wherever you didn't get to go.
Yeah.
Kind of backwards up the path, or back the way you came where the red wood sort of thing was.
Okay. The backwards path, the one that goes that forks in the other direction, is that going towards the initial left or right path?
That is none of those.
It's not. Oh, okay.
Yeah, it's like. Yeah.
Well, is it heading to the? Because I took the center path, so is it headed to?
It would be more to the left. Yes.
Okay. Sure. Let's try
backwards.
That. Yeah. Let's try going backwards.
Survival check, please.
17.
Okay. You continue onward. Okay. Twinkling lights flutter about happily. Playful giggles and whispers breach the silent swamp air.
Thrax, have you been here?
Nope.
Just that one place.
I mean, that I really remember. That's kind of where I've been hanging out. It's been my thing.
Super cool. All right.
Yeah.
Yeah. All right. Let's. Fuck. I got this. I will lead the way into the swamp with the pretty lights.
Okay, so you make your way there. You hear the giggling and the laughing.
Can I make a check to see if this rings any bells?
Sure.
14 on the roll.
I mean, there's a lot of creatures kind of giggling, shy, light type creatures. Could be sprites, could be will-o-wisps, could be pixies. You don't know.
Cool.
And then you don't see where it's coming from, but one of them says, "What are you doing here?"
I'm going to try to ignore it and keep going through.
And they're like, "Don't! Why are you ignoring us? We just want to know what you're up to. Come on, come on,
keep going.
Don't be like that." I'm like, "What are you doing, an undead guy?"
I gotta go. Sorry. Excuse me.
I don't.
Gotta go. Ugh.
I mean, I feel like are you going after Mercy?
Why?
I asked the question first.
Yeah, and I answered with a question.
That's not a sign of intelligence. That's just kind of being a jerk.
I mean, wow. Who's insulting who's I don't want to get into a bitching match with a light. Yeah, I guess you're right.
I'm not a light, good sir. I am a princess.
Oh, what kind of princess?
A pixie princess.
Oh, pardon me, your highness.
Yeah.
What, do you mind if I pass through your swamp hall?
I mean, I want to know if you're going after Mercy.
Yeah.
I think you should make a wisdom saving throw.
That is a 6.
You are polymorphed into a rat.
Ah!
And then one of them's like flying in to like come and pick you up.
Oh no!
Olos can do the thing.
Olos is going to try and... Oh, that probably went up. Yeah,
It looks as though they're going to try to like pick you up and take you somewhere as a rat.
Olos is going to try and grab me first, so they can't get me.
Okay. So go ahead and make, I guess, an athletics check.
Oof.
That is going to be a big boy 6.
They're gonna get a 7 minus 4. So Olos wins.
All right.
And when it's flying in, Thrax is like, I don't have time for this, and he reaches out and he just, you watch as a flash of necrotic green energy comes from his hand, and as it does, you watch as his eyes brighten into like a really bright white.
Oh shit.
And you watch as the light from this little pixie just dims and is like siphoned into him and drops to the den, and you hear, "No, Binky!" And the other one's like freaking out. And then we'll try to polymorph Thrax.
Yeah.
And Thrax makes a wisdom saving throw. 19. And he's like, "Stop it." He swings with his long sword at the other pixie. Natural 20.
Of course.
Cuts the wings off the pixies in the air, and he's like, "Alright, we done with this shit?"
Am I still a rat?
Yeah. He looks at Olos.
Oh,
No, because it died.
Okay.
You probably unplugged one.
Ugh.
And Olos like, "Oh my god."
Thank you, and thank you. Shall we continue?
He's like, "Yes, this is ridiculous.
Yeah.
You guys continue on."
This is ridiculous.
I need you to make another survival check.
All right, cool. 19.
Okay. There's a cobblestone path
Mm-hmm.
that leads one way, and then another path that leads to the right. Like it's fork again.
Okay. I will try cobblestone.
Okay. You travel along the cobblestone path for a while, and the fog shifts, and you're walking through the fog for a while, the three of you, and you come out on a non-cobblestone path.
Oh.
And then you're walking up that path, and you find a path that cuts back.
Okay.
Similar to before, different path.
Yeah.
And then in front of you is sort of a large open clearing.
Oh.
That has another path that leads off through a forest.
Mm-hmm.
Another path that kind of, again, switches back, but further off to the side, seemingly a different path. And in the center of the trail is a moaning male drow dressed in slick black armor. The poor drow's eyes have been ripped from their sockets, his left arm torn off completely, and a bloody tongue and journal lay on the ground before him.
Oh.
You can make me a history check.
19.
You could tell that just from like the armor, from what you've heard, this seems to be a drow elite warrior.
Oh shit.
Mm-hmm. And he looks a mess.
Yeah.
He looks to be barely alive, with seemingly multiple levels of exhaustion, and he's just like stumbling around.
All right. Fuck. I'm guessing that's his tongue on the journal. All right.
Probably, yeah.
Probably. I'm going to walk over and pick up the journal.
Stealthily, or?
Yeah.
He can't see.
I know.
He can still hear.
He can still hear. But like, all right. I'm gonna say, not stealthily. I'm gonna walk over and be like, "Hey, brah, know you're having a bad day. I'm not here to hurt you. Just like, be cool." And I see a tongue on the floor. I'm assuming that's yours and you can't talk.
So as you're doing this, you hear a female voice coming from his mouth.
Oh, fuck.
And she says, "This drow attempted to kill me and take what was not his to take." And you watch as from the bushes, his missing left arm crawls out and up him, grabs him by the throat, and pulls him down and drowns him in the swamp.
Oh. I'm going to pick up that journal then.
Okay.
Ooh, journal from Menzo Berenzen. All right. I am curious to know why House... Is that Bay Henry?
Mm-hmm.
Oh, shit. I'm curious to know why House Bay Henry has sent me to the surface looking for an infant. Why bother with such a thing? Regardless, I plan on being quick so I can return home. I've heard rumors of war brewing in Menzoberranzan, and I'll be slammed if I miss the chance to crack a few skulls. I don't know. Curse of his heart.
Yeah, whatever.
He's gonna be bummed if he doesn't get to kill people. House Bay Henry shall get its due, of course, but I'll get mine too. Signed H, I believe. Oh dear. Does Scott know much about Menzel Berenson and the Drow?
He knows about what everybody knows about the Drow. Like,
Bad.
that's not a good thing.
Drow bad.
Drow bad.
Okay. Hey, Thrax.
Yeah.
Did you meet him before?
Nope.
Seems like his loss.
I mean, he's dead now.
Yeah, meaning like it would be better for him if he had turned you.
Yeah, no. I mean,
Teamed
then I
up
would
with
have
you.
had a Drow on my side.
Yeah. An elite Drow warrior.
Preferably.
From
one
what
with
I can tell.
both arms and eyes.
Yeah. Probably had a weapon too.
Probably.
Oof. Alright, well, there's no way this will end poorly.
Yeah. Alright.
And we continue on
Okay.
down the path. I guess through the forest path.
Alright, you get, from getting a chance to orient yourself, you
Mhm.
start making your way into the forest and you see a
Back to the
pink light.
beginning?
No.
Oh,
Pink light
no.
going, hey, you're back. Welcome.
Oh, wow.
Do you want to come in and play?
No.
Do you turn around and leave?
I don't want to go in and play.
You can tell this is leading you back kind of towards the beginning.
Yeah, I don't want to go back to the beginning.
Alright, so you head
yeah.
back the other way. Alright. So you're making your way up one of the other paths.
Yeah, I guess the non-cobblestone one on that last
Yep.
fork? Okay.
Loud snoring comes from a sleeping beast that lies off the side of the swamp's trail. It has a vaguely humanoid head, the body of a lion, a broken pair of dragon wings, and a spiked tail. You can tell that this creature is a manticore. It is asleep, snoring loudly. You believe it would be possible to stealth past it.
Ooh, I'm not good at that.
It's snoring real loud.
Okay. Alright. With my dice rolls today, Ted.
Well, I mean, you can't. There's nothing that can fix that.
Yeah. And I have disadvantage on stealth checks because I am in armor.
Oh,
But I'm going to attempt it anyway.
fair enough.
I'm trying to think if it would be worth it to take my armor off.
I mean,
How long does it take to doff medium armor?
5 minutes. I don't
Yeah.
know. Olos has stuff. I don't know if he has anything that can help you, but
No, I don't think so. No. Song of Rest. Take a short rest. Yeah, that's it. I mean, I could give myself Bardic Inspiration, but he gets one more,
Yeah.
and I kind of need that.
Fair.
So yeah, I'm going to take 5 minutes to take off my armor
Okay.
to remove the disadvantage on my stealth check, and then I'll be like, Thrax, guessing by your clankety clank armor and your general deadness, how are you at being sneaky?
His clankety clank armor is actually studded leather armor.
Oh, good for him.
So I was like, actually, didn't you could even consider me proficient.
All right, let's be very quiet. Try and sneak past this thing because I can't even use its bits and cool stuff.
No manticore on the list.
Nope.
Interesting.
Yep. What do I got? Bullywug, Drow, Giant Toad, Green Hag, Shambling Mound, Spectre, Werewolf, White, Will-O-Wisp, Wraith are my options.
Oh, go after the drow.
Oh, shit! Yeah! Oh, I didn't even think of that. Silly Sean.
No pixie either.
No pixie.
All right. Well, I can roll for you and for Olos.
This is going to be for Ola. Of course. So that's a 16 unless he's proficient, and then it's more. He is not, so it is a 16.
Okay.
And for good old Scott Broski, that is a 9.
Seriously?
7 plus 2.
God damn, dude. You are a nightmare.
Yeah. It's been a while since I've rolled this bad in a game.
It's real bad. Like, through 6 or 7 dice at this point.
Nope. Nothing's helping. I think it's just me.
Well, I'm going to say between Olos's roll and Thrax's 25, as a group, you're managed to get past it.
Okay, cool.
So,
on the other side, I put my armor back on.
okay. You continue down the path, and all the other path seems to terminate here. A massive giant's skull has been repurposed into a quaint home with a small mushroom garden and a fish pond out front.
Oh dear.
Okay. Yeah.
All right. So
Looks like that.
that's really cool. Frax.
Yeah.
I'm guessing you guys didn't make it this far.
Mm-hmm.
All right. That's probably where she lives.
Yeah, I mean, I would guess, yeah.
Yeah. You think she's in there?
Probably.
All right. How do you want to do this? My thought is we get someone to provide a distraction and then a stealth attack. And you were the person I was going to volunteer for the distraction.
You all hear screaming from inside. A woman screaming for help.
Oh, that's going to be a trap, isn't it?
He's like, I don't know.
All right. I'm gonna. Olos, stay back. I might need you.
Okay.
Not like too far back though.
No,
Yeah, within 60 feet of me,
I
please.
figured out what happened last time.
Yeah. So I will. Yeah, Scott's gonna run in and try and peer through the giant's eye sockets, hoping that those are windows.
Okay, make me a perception check.
That is a 17.
Yeah, you look inside. Bones and meat litter the kitchen floor near a staircase leading down. In one corner of the room is a comfortable plush chair near a bookcase, and you see a young girl, like terrified, chained up to a wall, screaming for help, and looking like frantic, disheveled. Yeah.
I'm going to, from outside, I want to do an investigation check to see if I think this is, to try and see through any potential illusions.
Okay.
So that is a 14.
Okay. Seems to be legit.
All right. I'm going to wave the other two closer.
Mm-hmm.
And then I'm going to enter the hut.
Okay, you enter the hut. And you see basically what I had described to you previously.
Yeah.
And yeah, you can see, there's that bookcase with a whole bunch of stuff on it. And she's like, oh my God, thank you. Please, she'll be back any minute. I need to get out of here. Please help me.
All right, I'm going to start looking around, like looking behind bookshelves and be like, how long ago did she leave?
She's like, it was maybe 5-10 minutes ago.
Okay, how did you get here?
She dragged me here.
From?
Outside on the road on the way here. You don't know where that is.
Oh, that's true. Shit. Like through the whole swamp?
She has means of traveling through it without any problem. She can push the mist away.
Oh,
she makes the mist.
I did hear that.
What's your name?
Allison.
Allison what?
Free tea.
I like it. All right.
Yeah, I'm good. I tickled myself a little too much on that.
Yeah.
Smith. I mean, we can eat free tea leaf. I really don't care.
Sounds legit.
Yeah.
So what is she bound with?
Like manacles to like an eye like in the wall of the stone or of the skull, and then like manacles looped through it, through like.
Okay, cool.
Seemingly just regular manacles.
Okay, cool. I'm gonna be like, poke my head. I'm gonna be like, I think I heard something, and then I'm gonna run outside.
You run outside.
And then I'm gonna be like, hey guys. I assume they didn't come in with me.
They did.
Okay. Can you peer that through that window and see if that girl's an illusion?
I mean, all right. Willis.
No. You got it.
I think I must be her. Yes.
Seems legit to Olos.
And to Thrax.
All right. I'm gonna unmanacle her.
Okay.
Thrax, you keep an eye out on anyone coming in. See if holler if you hear Mercy or see Mercy. Olos, you keep an eye on my back, and if she tries some shit, you let me know.
All right.
All right, and then I'll go back in, and I will try to unmanacle her.
Okay, you do.
All right.
She's like, oh my god, thank you so much. We need to get out of here. She could be back at any minute.
Yeah, totally. I just got one more thing to do.
What?
Look around.
Oh, okay.
All right. And then I will look around.
Okay.
You said there were doors leading elsewhere?
Yeah, there was a staircase leading up.
Okay.
Seemingly to like the upper floor in
The skull, the brain area of the skull?
Of the skull, yeah. Yeah. And I guess there's make me a investigation check. And she'll leave while you're
Cool.
outside while you're doing that.
I got a 2 on the roll, so it's a 6.
Alright, that's all you see.
Cool. I will attempt to go up the stairs. At this point... Oh, you said she ran outside?
Yeah.
So she has seen
Thrax.
She's
And
like,
oh my god! Screams because there's a white.
Just stay out of his way, I'll stay out of yours.
Okay.
Alright, boys! Come on!
Olos is like, he waddles his Olos with his big bottom. He waddles his way inside.
Obviously.
And you see, as Thrax is about to enter, the form of Allison shift, and it looks just like the pretty hag, and she like claws through him twice, and he just dies.
Oh fuck!
And she's like, well, now that that's taken care of, we can have our discussion.
I would like to first say that I love discussions.
This
is my favorite part of this whole day.
Wonderful. She says, I hope, as I've seen you're willing to take allies where you can find them, I hope you aren't just another hero looking to vanquish an evil hag. If you are, I'm afraid you'll find neither a hero or a hag here.
I'm so confused.
Yes. Saying that you're not a hero if you try to slay her, because she's not an evil hag.
Yeah.
Anyway.
I'm confused as to what she is.
Yes. She is, she says, it seems fate smiles upon us. I've been waiting for someone to help me escape this place and find a safe haven for myself and a special child. I do not know who the infant is. I only know that they are destined for a great purpose. Whether it is good or evil, I cannot say, but I shall do what I must to see him raised well. You must help me defeat Gilgar the Defiler, then we can escape to find safety far away from this place. The child I speak of is a drow infant. I found him crying deep within the legendary lost mine of Phandelver. I was destined to find him, and you were destined to find us.
Okay.
When you went upstairs,
Yeah.
or heading upstairs, you can see this is a bedroom. A drow infant with large, adorable eyes and dimples coos, giggles, and rolls gently from side to side in a bed with blue sheets. At the foot of the bed is a large wooden chest near a desk covered with items.
What items? Anything useful to me?
No.
Okay.
When you open the chest, you can see that it leads to a passage, that tunnel that you didn't know was there.
Does the child look well?
Yeah,
taken care
It's
of.
been very well taken care of. Yeah.
All right.
It's got like a little bit of white strands.
Okay.
on his head.
What color eyes?
Red.
Oh, okay.
He's not with Drizzt.
I'm just seeing if we were throwing Drizzt into this adventure.
No, we're not there.
All right, cool. Yeah, that is Allison your real name?
No, my name is Mercy.
Oh, okay.
That was
That was a dumb question. I'm sorry. I've had it.
it's the first name that came to mind.
All right, it works. So you say you're not a hag. What are you?
She says, sorry, I said I wasn't an evil hag.
Oh,
Hag is a term for what I am.
yeah.
But I feel like it's really just it has a certain connotation.
Totally. I would like to make 2 checks.
Sure.
One an insight check to see if I believe her.
Sure.
And then I would also like to make a Hunter's Bane check to see if there is any kind of precedent for non-evil hags that I've ever heard of.
Sure.
So my insight check result is going to be 10.
Okay, seems legit.
All right, and I get a 14 on the roll, so a 15.
About a non-evil hag?
Non-evil hag specifically, but also like non-evil evil things other than Drizzt. Like creatures that are fundamentally evil doing good. Have I heard of that?
Sure. Yeah, you've heard, obviously, of Drizzt.
Mm-hmm.
Everyone has. You, in your time in Phandalin, heard of a very seemingly proficient goblin who's great at making woodworkings.
Ah, okay.
Typically evil. Apparently doing pretty good things for himself.
Good for him.
Yeah.
No. All right.
So it's not, you've also heard tales of, dragons that are like a good black dragon.
Okay.
But, there's a lot of work involved in that scenario, breaking something of their inherent, what they're designed to do. But it's not unheard of that can't happen.
Okay. I will agree to Mercy. Mercy? Sounds reasonable. I will take you up on your offer. If I have 2 conditions.
All right.
First, if you let me and my companion Olos say hi, Olos.
Hi, Olos.
Lighten up the mood right when we need it. You're a good dude, Olos. And 2, you
Yes.
Tell me what's Gilgar?
I knew you one better. Why is Gilgar? No, I'm just kidding. I know why you're
Ooh.
Anyway.
When is Gilgar?
Tomorrow, ideally after your long rest.
Oh!
She will agree to let you both rest.
Cool.
In the hut or in her house for the rest of the evening. You guys all get a long rest.
Cool. Does she make me stew?
Sure. Yes.
I'm not gonna ask for stew. I just
we'll say she does.
if there's stew, I'm gonna take some.
Sure. So, and she takes care of the child,
Yeah.
Does
Does she seem like a good mom?
She seems legit, but she also told you, she's not the one. She knows that fate has essentially told her that, her job is to get the child to you and together find a home for it.
Okay.
It's not for her
To raise.
Okay,
that makes sense.
It doesn't necessarily mean it's for you to raise, though it could.
You know what? Is it a girl or a boy drow?
It's a boy drow.
Because I've heard that Scott makes an excellent dad to a daughter.
She will tell you that there's a cobblestone path near the beginning of the swamp that leads to a sunken mage tower And that's
Oh.
where Gilgard resides.
Okay. Yeah. No. I think I accidentally almost went on that path. Is that the path that I went on and took me back to the beginning? Okay. Yeah. I know which one you're talking about. Yeah. I mean, I'm assuming he's some kind of weird undead thing.
Yes, he is some sort of wraith, I believe.
Okay.
Commands some undead that were once present in that tower, mages that are long since dead.
Ooh. Do these undead mages cast spells?
I don't believe so, but
Okay.
I've never seen them myself.
All right. Let's go.
Okay, you guys make your way. She's
Mhm.
able to lead you through the swamp. The trail ends at a pool of water. A submerged structure nearly breaches the water's surface. She yells out and says, "Gilgard, you coward, it's time to exit and fight me on fair ground." And you hear, like, some rumbling from inside.
Mhm.
And you watch as Gilgar, the Defiler, emerges from there, flanked by two purple-looking blobby things, aka specters.
Okay.
She then like lowers her hand, and you watch as like a shimmering kind of greenish force field around it drops,
Okay.
and then they are able to exit, as though she had trapped them in there until she saw fit to let them go.
That was a good move.
Okay, and they will come out, see you all, and rush to attack. I need you to roll for me.
Alright. It's gonna be a 4
Okay.
for me, and I missed my nice tower. And that is a 7 for. You know what? What if I roll my dice?
So,
That's a 15. I'm gonna try rolling dice. So yeah, I got a 4, and Olas got a 6. Oslo, Olas.
Olos. She got a 9. Let's see how our Wraith does. Okay. So, Wraith has a 4.
All right.
What's Olos got? You got a 4?
I had a 4. And my
What's
dex is a +2.
Alright, so he goes first, and then Spectres.
Poor Harvey.
Oh, there's double Harveys now.
Made to do the bidding of someone other than Rev.
I know. Alright, so the Spectres will get a natural 20. So the Spectres are going to go first.
All right.
So they will come out
Mm-hmm.
to assault. When this happens, I guess you're all sort of like standing in a line.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Okay. So we'll go for you, and one will go for you, and one will go for Mercy.
Cool.
So first one's gonna go for you. It's a natural 1. Second one's gonna go for Mercy, and that is a 18, and her armor class is a 17. So it's gonna deal to her. She doesn't have any immunities. No. It's gonna deal to her 3d6 necrotic damage. She's gonna take 9 points. Needs to make a con save, which she succeeds. Okay, so she takes 9 points of damage. Then it is Pertra. So she is going to. Her attacks are not magical. So she is going to attack. I guess she'll. Can she cast any spells? She can, but they're not very good. So she's going to attack the wraith that's attacking her with her claws. She's going to miss. Then it's going to go to you.
All right.
Or Olos, whoever's first.
Olos was first.
Yep.
He is going to sing a satirical song about Gilgar. And how he eats poop. He eats tiny pieces of shit for a snack.
Okay, he's going to give us 19.
All right. So he is not offended by
Then
it.
it's Gilgar's turn.
All right.
So he's going to come up to you.
Mm-hmm.
He's going to try to drain your life.
He can try.
Okay, that's a nice recording.
It's gonna come eventually.
Yeah. Oh, does Gilgar, what's his face? Does he have thingies?
He has one thingy.
He rested.
He has 3 thingies. He calls him a twat waffle. And -3.
So that 20 becomes a 17. So it is just a regular hit, not a
Yes.
crit. Which means it's 48, not 88.
Yes, those are different numbers.
So that's 12, 17, 20 points of necrotic damage, which you are resistant to. Then you need to make a con save.
I'd like to not, if that's an option.
It is, unfortunately, the only option. So
I have 2 dice. That's a 13.
that is a failure. Your hit point maximum is reduced by that amount.
All right, so my max is now a 34 as opposed to a 44.
All right, then it is your turn.
All right, I am
You
going
inherently
to.
know that all of these are undead.
Okay, cool. Is it safe to say that I did the blood right before because I've been kind of establishing that?
Yeah.
I already have the damage done for that. And then, so bonus action, I'm going to shift
Okay.
and get my cool honey badger hair stripes.
Yep.
I'm going to get, which I forgot to do last time, 7 temporary hit points when I shift.
There you go.
7, 10. And now I'm going to attack with Big Booby Brook.
Which is radiant damage now.
Mm-hmm. So that's a 17 on the roll.
Alright, this is against who? Gilgar?
Yes, against Gilgar.
That's a hit.
17 on the roll and a 16 total.
Both will hit.
All right, cool. And since he is undead, I do an extra Crimson Right die.
Yeah, you don't add extra straight damage, it's just an extra die.
It's just an extra die. Okay. So that first attack is going to be 17 damage.
Okay.
The second is going to, there we go. It was 15 damage. And then I'm going to use my bonus action to perform a shift, which I did.
You did.
So now it is the next person's turn.
It's the Spectres. So Spectre's going to go for Mercy. Miss. And then another one's going to go for you. And miss.
All right.
Then it is Mercy's turn. She's going to slash out at her Spectre and get a hit. So she's going to deal to it. Oh god. 7 points reduced to half. Great. So, okay. So that is her turn. Then it is Olos's turn.
All right. Noticing how his insults did not affect Gilgar, he is now going to insult the specter that is attacking me.
Okay. So Spectre gets a fail.
All right.
Let's
So
see.
that is 7 psychic damage.
Okay. So that's pretty good. It's got disadvantage on its next attack. Okay. Then it is Gilgar's turn.
Mm-hmm.
He's got his sights set on you.
Yeah, fair.
He's gonna go for you with a 24 to hit.
That will hit.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. It's a big roll on his D6.
Yeah.
That is 10, 15, 18 points of necrotic damage. Cut down to 9 because you're resistant.
Yeah. And
Con
con save.
Yeah.
This one is a 16.
No reduction.
All right.
Then it is your turn.
All right, yeah. I'm going to do my 3 attacks. The metal die is going to represent my bite attack.
Okay.
So that is, 19, a 19 on the roll, and then my bite attack is a 18.
Roll your bite separate because he's resistant to the bite.
Okay, cool. So attack 1 is 10, 14, 14, and 7, 21 damage. Attack 2, as Scott brings the axe up across his stupid face, does 10, 17, 17, and 7, 24 damage.
With that, Scott brings down and destroys, dissipating Gilgar from existence. His specters remain.
All right.
You still have a bite. Do you bite
I'm
the
going
specter?
to bite a specter because honey badger don't give a fuck. I already
fair.
rolled to hit.
Yeah, you hit.
So that is going to do 9 points of bite damage.
All right, which is resistant, I believe. So, okay, this is the one that was fighting you.
Yes.
Then it's gonna go top of the round. Specters.
Mhm.
Spectre bit is gonna get a 17, so miss. Spectre's gonna go for mercy and miss.
I'm so glad you were looking down because I literally just tried to take a drink out of a empty bottle of Mountain Dew that had the cap on it. I just put the cap in my mouth.
Well, I mean, it didn't matter that I looked down because you just told me what happened.
Yeah, but it's less embarrassing for me to tell you what happened than for you to see it.
That is true. So mercy will hit hers and deal some damage. They both missed. Now it is Olus's turn.
All right, Olos is going to call the one attacking Mercy a daft twat.
Okay.
So it has to make a wisdom save.
All right. Fail.
All right, that is 5 points of psychic damage.
Okay. It takes 5 points of psychic damage. It is now your turn.
Oh, cool. Another 3 attacks on the specters.
Okay.
So that's going to be a 24 to hit, a 19 to hit, and then for the bite, a 17 to hit.
They will both hit. All three will hit.
All right. So the first one, as Big Booby Brook comes down in a downward slash. 13, 14 plus 7 is 21.
All right, that takes care of one.
All right, and then he's going to continue the not continue the momentum. He's just going to kind of backhand up in its butthole, whatever the specter butthole is.
Sure.
8, 15, 7, 22 damage.
That will do it.
All right.
Spectres only have 22 hit points.
Cool.
Okay, so you slay.
And then, like, Scott shield strikes, glowy axe, just. Oh, wait. What were they? You said, okay, Spectre. What was he? He was a wraith or something?
Yes.
Oh, I'm going to try and be like, hey, let me try and take his essence.
Okay, yeah.
So I will spend 6 minutes trying to take his essence.
Okay.
Which I get a 12 plus my proficiency bonus plus intelligence, I guess?
Sure.
So that is a 16. What was the challenge rating on this creature?
4.
All right, cool. Then I get its shit.
Okay.
Create Spectre.
Yeah, you'll be able to make your own.
Nice.
That's
Cool.
how that works. Yeah, so you are able to do that.
All right.
Okay.
And then I will look over at Mercy and be like, is there cool shit in that sunky tower? Should I go there? Can I get in there?
You can, and there's really nothing in there at all.
Okay, cool.
So,
Yeah.
you manage to defeat Gilgard.
Mm-hmm.
The fog dissipates from the swamp. The sun
Mm-hmm.
returns.
Oh, shit.
And you may leave the swamp with the infant.
Okay.
So,
Wait. Mercy, are you coming?
let's see.
Was that...
Yeah.
Yeah.
Who's defeated, the magical fog clears, the character may leave the swamp with the infant. Adventure ends once the character leaves the swamp. I don't know what she's gonna do. So, we'll say sure.
Cool.
You
Yeah.
are a blood hunter.
Yeah.
Feared by even the most vile monstrosities throughout Faerun.
Totally.
Today, however, your fate and that of this infant are eternally bound. Only you can decide what happens next. Your choices alone keep the balance in check. Such is the burden of a life of a blood hunter. Let me keep reading, see if there's anything. I don't think there's too much. So anyway, the musical cues were cool. I enjoyed that as part of the adventure.
As a player, it added a lot.
Yeah.
I was super involved.
So you have successfully completed in just about 2 hours
Nice.
the 2-hour adventure known as the Blood Hunter. Yeah. So, there it is.
That was a lot of fun.
So,
Can I ask about some of the other things I
Yeah.
could have done?
sure.
Now I'm trying to think, and I don't really think.
Oh, what would have happened if I helped Olos in that first little encounter? Does that change anything?
He wouldn't have a scar.
Hmm.
Let's see. Nothing too crazy would have happened. He would have just been more endeared to you out the gate. Let's see. Let's see. Okay. After the fight, the character helps save Olos. You begin singing an exaggerated melodic recap of the fight and how lucky the town is the character was there to save them from the ruffians. Olos asks the character if he may join them on their quest, promising to record and sing of all their heroic deeds throughout all of Faerun. If the character rebuffs Olaf's request, he does whatever it takes to join them, even if it means following and observing from a distance. He's convinced joining the character is bound to reveal many legendary moments worthy of song.
Okay.
So you're stuck with him regardless, because Mordenkainen tells you have to.
Yeah.
But it says his dreams are as big as his bottom, which is big.
Oh, good.
There's no one as friendly, genuine, or full of joy as Olos. Olos dreams of meeting a blood hunter. He reads many accounts of their deeds and hopes to create an entire ballad about the mysterious profession of blood hunters.
Nice.
What else?
I'm assuming if I just said no to Thrax, we would just fight.
You challenge you to one-on-one combat, yeah.
Oh, okay. Yeah.
And then I'm assuming if I tried to fight Mercy,
She would
kill me.
she would try.
Yeah.
If the character kills Mercy, the magical fog leaves the swamp. Gilgar and the two specters are released from the submerged tower. Drawn to the Drow Infinite and confront the character. You can attempt to free from him and escape the swamp, or decide to confront him. The adventure ends once the character leaves the swamp.
Cool.
Yeah.
Yeah, that was a lot of fun.
You could have, in theory, tried to. You could have left Anfrey alone at the start.
Oh, okay.
And then you could have tried to intimidate Harbin Wester and tell him, like, you took care of it, don't worry about it. And he would have bent pretty easily to that.
Cool.
Yeah,
he was a lot of bluster.
Yeah.
Not a lot of substance.
No, if Binky and Stinky, the two pixies, had turned you, they were going to bring you to Mercy as a rat.
Oh, okay.
Because they feel that she's also a fey creature, and they think that it was doing well for them to keep them protected.
Cool.
There's a quicksand pit that the Will-O-Wisp would have tried to drag you into.
Okay.
Had you gone in there. I don't think there was too much else. Also, in case you missed it, the early on the ruffians. Where was that? The ruffians that were fighting Olos.
Yeah.
Were the remnants of the red brands that you guys had defeated. So yeah, this story in my world takes place along the same timeline that you guys had done. You were the heroes.
Nice.
Of Lost Mines of Pandora. Here's the thing: I'll give you the secret since there is no written sequel for you to play through.
Cool.
The infant is a reincarnation of Nezar the Black Spider, the drow that you killed at the end of Lost Mines of Phandelver. Nezar was a devoted follower of Lolth. When he died, Lolth claimed his soul and reincarnated him on the material plane. Her reasons are unknown, but the Spider Queen is known to weave long, complicated webs incapable of comprehension. The infant is truly an innocent being, even if he is the reincarnation of Neznar. There is no guarantee he will grow up to be evil or good. Whatever he becomes, fate has decided he must live, and the characters must keep him safe.
That's cool.
So, in theory, the guy that you had killed, he's back.
All right.
Which could have had interesting things. There is two evil factions, obviously, are seeking. The Drow was an agent of Grumph Bannery.
Okay.
So
that makes
Grumph
sense.
wants him, And the Thay Wizard is an agent of Zastam, the Lich Lord of Thay. And they each want the child for their own nefarious purposes. It's not elaborated on as to why.
All right.
And then they give you a couple other options as to what the child is. So one could be a clone of Hallister Blackcloak, the Mad Mage of Waterdeep.
Okay.
One else he could be Selvatarm, the Spider That Waits, enslaved champion of Lolth, known as the Spider That Waits. He's the god of warriors and patron of male drow. Prior to his enslavement to Lolth, he became attracted to the goodness of Elia Strahi, the Dark Maiden, who was a good drow goddess who just likes to dance naked in the moonlight. Went on to confront and defeat Xanasu, a demon lord, but at great cost. In his weakened state after the great battle, Lolth corrupted him and captured him. She now keeps him trapped in her unbreakable webs for eternity. His hatred for Lolth grew so great, a piece of his essence manifested into the drow infant. That's one. The other one is, again, a clone of Hallister. Or, while incarnating in the mortal world in the body of an avatar, an evil deity sowed a child with an immortal. Such half-divine children can become important to a god's long-term plans. Although the dark gods of Bane and Baal were destroyed during the crisis known as the Time of Troubles, both returned from death by using their own progeny as vessels. In fact, that seems to have been the plan all along. This drow child could be the scion of an evil deity that you choose.
Cool.
There's a lot of open-ended stuff. The handouts, I thought they were done well.
Yes, very well. I also really liked the fact that it was like all evil creatures. Like you were confronted by all stereotypical evil creatures that all had their own agenda and were against each other. So it wasn't really clear where the right path was.
That was the point.
Yeah. I thought it was done well.
Yeah, well, that was my point, and I had reached out to the creator myself and had said this, was I really appreciated how this was a one-on-one adventure. Takes about 2 hours, and I looked at it, at least in my review, in a couple of different ways. One, I think this is a fantastic way for someone who likes The Witcher to get them involved in Dungeons and Dragons.
Yes.
A great way for the boyfriend, the mother, the son, the girlfriend, the partner to try and get their other, whoever else they want to get into D&D, whether it be their partner, whether that be their parent, their child, whatever, to say, hey, listen, this is a really important thing for me. I really love Dungeons and Dragons. And I know, like, you've listened to me talk about it, and I've tried to say, like, maybe we should play, and nothing's really come up. How about this? Let's sit down for 2 hours. I'll help you make a character. There's an adventure written for your character. I'll play it out. There's music involved. It'll be a fun little thing we can do for 2 hours, and you tell me what you think. See, maybe after this, do you like it? Maybe we'll take this and make a campaign, or we'll get other people involved, and we'll have a good time. So this is a great way to introduce people to Dungeons and Dragons in a short. I mean, it could spin up and become something more. You could make a campaign out of this. You could roll this into another pre-written game or whatever you want, if you're, if that's the thing you would want to do. I mean, there's ties to a bunch of other things, so you could run, Dragon by Spire Peak. You could run Out of the Abyss. You have a bunch of different options from it, which is cool. It also is a great introduction to the Blood Hunter class. Yeah. So say you have someone who wants to play a game who knows D&D and says, hey, I really want to give that Blood Hunter a shot. I don't know if I'll like it. You could say, hey, you got 2 hours. Let me run it for you. Yeah. Get you it'll be level 5, which may or may be higher or lower than the game you're planning on running. And then you say, hey, here's a good primer to test out your abilities, get you a handle for what it'll be like. So I really like it in all of those respects. And what were we going to say?
I would say the only thing I would add is that I know that I personally get a lot of, I get very self-conscious if I'm doing something that I don't know if I'm good at, or something for the first time around seasoned veterans. So like, as I've told you, every man has a line in the sand, every man has a code, and I don't LARP. But it's because I'm afraid I'll be bad at it in front of a sea of people who are good at it. So I also think the one-on-one adventure is a good way for someone, like, when we were trying to get Celine when I was trying to get Celine into D&D, if instead of, like, it ended up being okay because you ran an adventure for her and me. So she was with someone she was friends with, and like it was a comfortable setting. But if you don't have that luxury and you're trying to get someone into D&D who might be embarrassed to try it in front of other people, you'd be like, let's just do it, you and me. See if you like it.
Yeah, and my only the downside that I have, and this is what I've suggested to the creator, and a lot of other people have agreed with this, I really truly believe that he, if he has the time, I mean, this is not a small effort here. This was done very well with musical cues and handouts, and I don't know how long this put together, but I would say it would be a huge benefit to the community at large if you were to do exactly what you did here, but develop it for every class.
Yeah.
So obviously, certain things that's tricky, right? Because the Blood Hunter is new. It only has 4 subclasses, and they're all pretty unique, but live within a certain wheelhouse.
Yeah.
If you were to do this and say, do this for a 5th level cleric, the domains are so drastically different with what they can do. It may be hard to balance something to be like, okay, well, you're a knowledge domain cleric versus someone being a tempest cleric.
Yeah.
In a combat scenario, one's going to be kick-ass, and the other, in a roleplay scenario, the other one's going to be great. So it has difficulties, but I like the concept of this being like a intro to Dungeons and Dragons handbook, and you say, hey, even if it's like you've never played D&D and you want to try out some a martial, you want to be a fighter, you want to hit stuff, let's do the fighter one shot. Hey, you want to do a little bit, you want to do magic, you want to jump full force, let's do the wizard one. Hey, you want to do a little bit of half and half, let's do the paladin one. Or, hey, you played D&D with me for 5 years and all you've played is rogues, but you want to try a caster and you've never done it. You know the concept of the game, let's sit down and try, what do you think? You've got an options for bard, druid, cleric, sorcerer, wizard, warlock. Or warlock out, it's not really a full caster. Which one do you want to try? And then we'll sit down and say, okay. And then you might find out in your playthrough as the druid, man, I really like the class and concept, but there's just so many concentration spells. I don't think it's something I want to play in a long-running campaign. This was fun, but I don't want to do that in a long-running campaign. Or you're like, oh man, I love the wizard, but I hate how many options I have for spells. It's just a lot to handle. So that would be a cool concept to have developed. Again, I don't want to trivialize the work that went into this and just say, oh, just make it for every class. It's super easy. But I think that would be a good benefit.
I mean, even for veteran, like if there was a monk one, I would want to play it. I mean, we've been playing on this stream for 4 years, or however many.
Yeah, it's close.
4 or 5 years. So I've been playing at least every Tuesday for 4 to 5 years, running all like other campaigns on the side, and I've just never played a monk. But I'm used to such high damage output characters like paladins and rogues that I don't know if I would like doing 8, 4, 3. So, like, if there was a monk one, I would play through it.
Yeah, and I mean, if nothing else, it was a fun way to spend 2 hours on a random Thursday night.
Yeah.
I think it was just a good time, and it just shows the design is done very well.
It's very well. I had a great time.
You know, and it helps that it was meticulously crafted to make every aspect of the class shine. So there was never like a time where you're like, man, I have this ability that I'll never use. Ah, shit!
When I killed, what's his name? I should have done I forgot about my blood curse.
Oh, yeah.
I could have used it on Clark or whatever. No, not Clark. I'm bad with names. Gilgar, thank you. Could have used it on Gilgar. Make him attack one of his specters.
Yeah, that's true. Yeah. That could have been a thing. Although I don't know if it would actually work because I think he only does necrotic damage and they're all undead.
Oh, yeah, and I think it might have to be a weapon attack or something.
Maybe.
A single weapon attack.
So, I mean, that's the other benefit, I guess I should say, about this whole concept was you play a level 5 blood hunter. You decide what race, what type of blood hunter, how the stats are going to be done, and you rolled stats and you picked, the Ghost Slayer, which was beneficial because of the undead stuff in this one. But, there would have been situations where you profane soul and had spellcasting. That could have also been a huge boon in some instances, too.
Yeah, there was a couple times where, against the Shambling Mound, I was like, oh, man, I wish I had Eldritch Blast right now.
Yeah.
And could just stay back here and pew, pew, pew.
Yep.
But, it was very cool.
So what was your favorite part?
I don't know, man. That's hard.
Well, it's not like we've been playing this campaign for forever and I'm asking you to sort through multiple.
It's true. But I didn't have a favorite part. I enjoyed, you know me. I like a little roleplay. I like a little combat. I got to hit both of the things I really like about D&D. The thing that I like most about this thing in particular was the music cues. Okay. It got me really
Like as a fan of the Witcher 3 game and the Witcher show, like for a couple hot seconds in there, I felt like I was a Witcher. Like not,
Yeah.
I mean jeans, but you know what I'm saying. Like
Yeah.
I was more engrossed in the story.
Okay.
Yeah.
Some music cues, interesting.
The music cues.
Yeah, I think I like that it gave you options.
Mm-hmm.
Because like you didn't have to kill the werewolf.
Yeah.
You could have just left her in there. You could have maybe chained her up, and just like walked away because she was trying to, you know. I mean, she figured out the cure for lycanthropy. It's just too bad it wouldn't work on her no matter what. And that was the part that it didn't really explain. Like it says that like she has the cure in the book.
Mm-hmm.
But if you don't like, it doesn't state what that is, and there's like a magic item section that says like this is that it cures lycanthropy. I mean, you can kind of figure it out.
Yeah.
And then you just have to make sure you read the one section that says she can't be cured by anything but the wish spell.
Mm-hmm.
And I like that. I felt that was very Witcher-y.
Oh yeah,
like
that was cool.
She's actually not a bad person, and she's trying to find a cure for this thing that's afflicted her whole life, but it doesn't matter.
Yeah.
She's still gonna turn into a werewolf.
Mm-hmm.
You're still gonna have to kill her.
Yeah.
And I thought that really hit that Witcher bill,
Mm-hmm.
you know. So I thought that
That's
was
fair.
good. I mean, it obviously again like you are a Witcher who everybody hates you, and then there's a bard that you're stuck with who's kind of useless, but actually not in this.
Oh no,
he was amazing.
MVP.
Yeah,
I rolled better on 2d4 damage than I did on like a d8 and a d6.
Yeah, and he, you know, he has a benefit. He fits the whichever version of the bard, you know, whether it be Dandelion or Yassiker. They both, you know, he fits both of that.
Yeah, pretty much.
The fact that it's a reference to Joxer the Mighty in his stat block,
Oh, yeah.
like that's fantastic.
You got me on that one.
Yeah, and it's Mordenkainen, like the Mordenkainen.
Yeah.
So the suite, if you missed out, was a magnificent mansion that he had cast inside the suite.
I did miss that.
So you cross the
That is
threshold,
super cool.
and then it's his magnificent mansion
That's awesome.
inside. So that was,
And it also like it lended gravitas to the task. I thought that was really well done. Because if it was any other wizard, I would have been like, I don't know you. I don't really care who you are. Bye.
Mhm.
But since it was like, hey, I'm Mordenkainen, I was like, oh, I should probably listen up. This might be important.
yeah. No, I mean, like I said, well done.
Mhm.
Worth your money if
Yeah.
you're gonna pick it up. I'll put a link in the description to the DM's Guild if you would like to go pick up a copy for yourself. Once again, thank you to Anthony Joyce for providing this to me for once review purposes, but also for gameplay purposes. And all I'll say is if you do decide to pick up a copy and you do like it, or if you don't like it, honestly, leave a review. DM's Guild creators get so few reviews. You know, a positive review from you or a moderate review, whatever it might be the difference between someone picking it up or not. Again, I know that's not true. Someone literally just put a poll out on Twitter about how people say they don't even care about the reviews. They'd rather watch someone play it or someone review it than actually reading a written review. So, but either way, I mean, it makes them feel good when they get those positive star reviews on there. So, anything else you'd like to say to the people about the Blood Hunter 2-hour episode?
Yeah, I think I said the things.
All right.
Yeah.
Well, thank you all, Internet, for watching. We'll see you in our next stream. Sorry there's no Everin tonight when you're watching this, but you get to watch this instead.
Woo!
Hopefully it doesn't get copyright strict because of all the music. But
Woo!
it probably will.